always talking shit. New always talking. New always talking shit show. New always talking shit show. New always talking shit show.
Yo. He ain't saying shit. It's your boy Talkin.
That shit hit my lung. Shit. It's a little skinnier. Anyways, man, it's your boy Akeem Sincere.
And you were back with another session of the Always Talking Shit Show. You threw me off, nigga.
I was happy that you was fucked off. You know why?
Why?
Because, nigga, we got one in the cuts where I am fucked off. Do you remember? I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Serves his ass right.
Nigga, nah, you set me up.
I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't, but you still did. You set me all the way up.
Shout out to Jolly Rancher for these sour joints.
Fire.
They fire. Man, hell of a basketball game.
Lakers suck.
Shout out to the Dubs. You know what I'm saying? It's Dub Nation always. Shout out to Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying? Draymond. Clay get well.
LeBron's overrated.
But LeBron, GOAT motherfucking James.
LeBron's overrated.
Gamer. All he did was hit a gamer.
LeBron is overrated.
This nigga's a Chicago Bulls fan.
Michael Jordan is the best in that to ever play. And
he can't even say it because he's from Detroit, nigga. And he look, his glands swelling and shit, nigga. Like, that nigga was trying to get that all so smooth.
I couldn't. Cause Jordan,
glands was sticking together and shit.
Nah, cause real shit, Jordan wasn't my favorite individual player. I like Jordan. Wasn't. I like Jordan. I like Jordan shoes.
Hey,
I like.
Shout out to my nigga Dex too, bro.
I like the Chicago team, but I'm a Pistons fan, and Iverson is my favorite individual player of all time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I can honestly say, yeah.
That's why I could always make.
AI changed my life.
That's why I could always make that argument between LeBron and Jordan because I come from an unbiased place.
No, I feel you.
Jordan wasn't my favorite fucking player.
Right. And that's hard to do with cats because everybody, it is hard to have that argument.
He's made some of my favorite shoes, but that don't make you my favorite player.
He's stamped in the culture.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. MJ.
Iverson's my favorite individual player. So I get to make that unbiased argument. When people argue me with the LeBron thing, oh, you're a Jordan. No, nigga, I'm not a Jordan fan. I was a Chicago Bulls team fan because it was dope to watch motherfuckers do what they did. Mm-hmm. But
that's the thing about the Jordan legacy shit. Like, he gets all the team credit too. 6 championships is a team accomplishment.
I like the Jordan team. I mean, not the Jordan team. I like the Chicago team.
Especially
because I'm gonna keep it real.
He's never won.
I was sad. I was sad to start watching Chicago just lose when he left.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's how you know I wasn't the Jordan fan because I didn't go be a fucking Wizards fan.
That never was a good look. Hey, fam. All you niggas with Wizard Jordan jerseys suck. How about that? That's really when Jordan started falling off.
That's when Jordan fell off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But nah, that's why I could always have that argument though. People don't get that. It's because I'm not some Jordan dick rider.
Fam, I hate arguing with non-basketball fans that are Jordan fans.
Yep. That only know Jordan highlights. They never watched a Jordan basketball game in their life.
Or never seen him miss.
They watch
literally highlights.
They watched The Last Dance, and that's the most they've seen Jordan play.
And Jordan's a way better passer than LeBron. Like, wait, what?
Who did he pass to?
Stop arguing with you niggas on Twitter. Because when in the hoop world, it comes down to this: who would you rather play with?
Who averages more assists in their career?
It's not even close.
Right. So the stats say it alone. Jordan wasn't a passer.
No, I'm saying that was just a person that didn't know no better. All I'm saying is, cats get so close up.
Just okay. At this point, show me the stat that Jordan's better at LeBron in other than championships
other
and
than the
MVP,
championships.
and Finals MVPs. Because they have the same MVPs, right? Or does Jordan have like one more? I think they might have the same.
Jordan has all 6 of the finals MVPs.
I'm talking about individual MVP
Oh,
award.
for the season.
Yes.
I want to say Jordan got 5, but they might be tied at 4. Let me look that up.
Because that's like I said, what stat does
This
he
would kill
fucking
me.
lead in?
And it's like Bron said the other day on Twitter. Fam, he's a pass-first guy. And people been telling me for years, I like Jordan because he's a killer. I like Kobe better, rest in peace, because he's a killer. He scores. But LeBron is going to score more points than him?
Yeah.
That don't make sense. How is he not one of the greatest scorers of all time if there's only 2 people in the history of basketball that have scored more points than him? And he's chasing Mailman down this year probably.
What, Mailman's number 2, right?
Mm-hmm. That's another thing. Jordan be getting a lot of passes in his legacy argument. Because they'll say, oh, well, Steph, it's too many people that won championships in LeBron's era.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, nigga, Jordan was the greatest scorer that didn't score more in his era. Karl Malone did. That being said, Jordan's great. I'm not that guy. I'm not a Jordan hater.
No, I never said Jordan wasn't a great basketball player, but it's just what stat is he better than LeBron in at this point?
And overall, I look at it like, nigga, if I got to be a role player on any of their teams, what team do I want to play for? Like, I want to play as iconic as the Bulls was.
Mm-hmm.
Fam, I'm not trying to be one of the 7 doors. I'm not trying to be a Pip. I want to be one of the niggas on the championship team. So, like, I'd rather be a point guard playing with LeBron. Because you can become Kyrie. Derek Fisher was never going to be a star. I'm not saying that he had the skill set to be a star. But I'm just saying, like, name another star that played with Kobe outside of Shaq. And you seen how that ended. Like, Pippen is one of the most underrated players in the world now.
Right. In
the history of basketball.
Because he had to play in Jordan's shadow.
When a lot of times Jordan was in his shadow. Shit. The things that LeBron do. LeBron is like Pippen and Jordan in one. On his team. He's going to make sure everybody gets the ball. He's going to guard the best player usually. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's going to do all those things. Oh, and he's going to give you 30.
Right.
It's different. It's different because Steph Curry is different. Steph and them is different, dog. Like, I think the Warriors can sneak a first round upset.
Right.
I really do.
It just sucks that they won't have Clay back.
But you keep going in these playoffs, I'm like, nigga, why not? It's been a year. He's a shooter. It's not like he's Dwayne Wade or the type of guy that like gets in rhythm slashing to the basket.
I think it's just more fear from the front office.
Oh, that's definitely what it is. He'd be playing right now probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's that insurance. Like, we paying you a lot of money. And when fans get into the stadiums, we need you on the jersey.
Right. But nah, people just gotta open their eyes more that LeBron could possibly be, at the end of his career,
Fam.
the greatest to ever touch a basketball.
If Bron wins this chip,
What's that for?
5.
Yeah. Still what, 1 less than Kobe?
No.
2 less than, or 1 tie with Kobe, 2 less than Jordan.
1 less than Jordan.
Ooh, yeah.
I got more points than you, more assists. He's gonna go down top, damn near top, maybe top scorer.
And I didn't have
he's
your
already-
team all them years.
Our coach.
Right.
He's already a top 3 scorer in the history of the game.
Yeah, niggas forget Jordan had fucking Phil Jackson,
Right.
nigga.
Pick this. He's gonna go down. I want to say either top 10 or top 5 assists all time, without playing point guard, except for last year. And then he's like top 15 rebounds of all time. Like, nigga, what are we talking about? Like, dog, he has the most playoff points ever. He has the most game-winning shots ever combined. He got the most playoff game winners. He just had a game winner tonight, and technically a postseason game.
Right.
I'm just like, damn.
Niggas forget that he has the second winning. He had the second winningest coach for all his career, almost all his career.
Who?
Jordan.
Who won more games than him?
Whoever.
Pop?
No. Championships, not games.
Oh, okay.
What's his name for the Celtics? Has
Arbeck.
more. Yeah, he's got what? Either.
No, he doesn't have more.
They might
Phil
be tied
more.
now.
Phil has the most now.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, because think about it. He got 6 with the Bulls and then 5 with the Lakers.
Yeah, Arbeck had like 16.
Not as the coach though.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? Was he coaching all those?
Yes, nigga.
And nigga, it was only 8 teams in the league then, nigga. That
Right.
shit don't count the same.
It's,
you had all the hoopers, nigga.
but it doesn't matter. It's still back when stats were being kept.
Yeah, but you still got to keep it in perspective with that too sometimes.
Oh no, Phil Jackson now is the number one.
Man, just a little.
I thought he has.
What is this?
Phil Jackson has 11. Arbeck must have had 10.
Did he?
9 time.
Okay, so Phil was Phil's up.
And Pop is 3.
Blueberry pancake. That's what we smoking.
Oh.
Just talking to.
Oh yeah, that's OG.
Yeah. Smoking on a little blueberry pancake, my guy. We gotta get you on one time, man. OG, come chill with us. But yeah, man, I just wanted to start with that because we got started a little late. Man, I was watching that game. Like, man, it was a good game. It was a genuinely, as you can imagine. I thought the Warriors was out of it, but no, they still get to play for the play-in for the last spot. Fam, you don't want to imagine being the Suns and the Jazz. Oh, we're the top 2 seeds. We had a great year. Your reward is playing the Lakers and the Warriors in the first round.
I got a question.
That's foul.
How do you feel about Jeremy Lin? How do you feel about his career?
Okay. Let me answer that in 2 parts. Me, the individual, former ball player, I would love to have Jeremy Lin's career. Now scratch that. Jeremy Lin, he probably has a legitimate gripe, but in his mind, I'm saying. But Jeremy, in my opinion, wasn't exceptional at any one thing enough to keep him around, because he had to leave the league and come back and all that shit. And it was just that, like, what got him out of the league is that if you can't go for 30 or 25 like Lynn Sanity every night, then we won't cover up for your defensive deficiencies.
Is he that bad at defense?
He wasn't really a defender. He didn't guard nobody. But like, some guys get to the league and have to and are asked to defend for the first time in their career. High school, college, you led the team in scoring. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think he could be a good role player?
He is a good role player.
But nobody's giving him. He's thinking he's done with the NBA.
He's in the league right now, I thought.
Nah.
He was last year.
He was.
Oh, was that the bubble?
There was no team. He was in the G League. There's no team that's going to pick him up, and the G League ain't signing him again.
Yeah, well, hey, bro. When they done with you, they done with you. And what happens is there's too many guys that can do what you do that's 5-10 years younger than you.
But did they treat him like too much of a novelty?
I don't think so. If anything, I think he benefited from it. I mean, I remember hanging out with Jeremy in Reno when he was on the Bighorns.
Yeah.
And, like, trust me, dog, like, he wasn't dominating at practices on the Bighorn. He wasn't, like, the best player on the team in the Bighorn. So, and let's talk about it. A lot of people don't know this. Jeremy Lin signed an exclusive Nike deal before he even got signed to a team. Mm-hmm. Part of it was the reason why is because he was a star in the Asian community. Mm-hmm. He played at Harvard. He was a standout. They knew he could make a roster, and Nike was just like between their ties in Asia and what. These are the 3 teams that was in the running for him.
Right.
Before he was on the Warriors first. Mm-hmm. The Bay Area has a strong Asian contingency.
Mm-hmm.
Then Houston was an option. Houston has a strong Asian contingency.
New York.
And then New York. And if you look at his career, those are the 3 teams that he really played for. And then he bounced around the league. And it was just like, well, you're a guy that can score
It's another
somewhat.
nigga I'd like to have on Detroit.
Jeremy Lin?
Hell yeah, I'll put him on Detroit right now.
I wouldn't.
Grant? We
You know
don't have
why?
a good point guard.
The reason why I would you do. He's just young. He's a high school kid, like right out of high school. He's from overseas. Like he's gonna be good for you guys. He's just transitioning into NBA American style basketball player. He's an American born kid, but grew up overseas because his dad played ball overseas, and he'll come into his own. His comp is Tony Parker with a jump shot.
Do you think?
They're saying he's Tony Parker with a jump shot, and he's taller. He's 6'5".
Jeremy Lin's better than Nico Mannion?
Yeah.
And Nico just got called up.
Yeah, but see, Nico was a child prodigy, allegedly, out of Arizona.
What's his name, son?
I always looked at him like,
you know, he's what's his name, son? His dad's an NBA player. Was an NBA player.
oh, I don't know. I just know that Nico's good. I felt like he probably should have stayed in college another year or two, but in today's terms, you only go for 1 year. Staying another year probably would have cost him a shot at the league.
If he got.
So he went.
Paceman is his dad.
Okay, he went from being selected, like they had him on the mock draft higher than LaMelo. You know what I mean? And then LaMelo went over to Australia and showed what was up, and they got their mind right. But go look at his high school highlights, dog. Like, he has potential. I just think that he went in the second round. He went to the perfect team. He went to the Warriors, play behind Steph, learn from Steph Curry. He can play in that system and get some minutes.
He's got explosiveness, too. He can dunk.
Yeah, he gets to the bat. He's an underrated athlete. The thing is with Nico's not.
No, I'm not even saying that he's underrated. I feel like he's
I'm just
decent.
comparing. I'm comparing.
Jeremy.
Nico's not that tall. Like, he's not. He don't have great height. I think Jeremy Lin is about 6'4". Jeremy Lin was like the same comp as like Derrick Rose coming out of college.
Mannion's got bounce.
Yeah, but Jeremy Lin is probably underrated athleticism. Like, both of these niggas can dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Nico's got way more explosiveness.
Yeah, and it seems, and because he's smaller, it would always seem that way. Sometimes you could be
Nico's 6'2".
You could be. They give him 6'2", dog. But I don't. If you just look at him on the court next to Steph Curry, I don't think he's 6'2". You know what I'm saying? I've seen a shit that had me listed at 6'5" once when I was a sophomore in high school.
And Jeremy Lin 6'3".
Yeah, but they say he's about 6'3", 6'4" coming out. Like, that's what they were saying, about 6'3", 6'4". I think Nico is probably closer to 6 feet than 6'2". Whatever. But all I'm saying is that those extra inches in the league, hey, man, they matter. They matter, bro.
Oh, yeah,
it's like a
sure.
quarterback. Like, you could be better than me, but I'm taller than
The
you.
only
and I could
the
just
only
see the
quarterback
field better.
that was good at 6 foot tall is Drew Brees.
And Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you gotta be 6'1", 6'2", because all you gotta think about it. Most defensive linemen are 6'3" and up.
You have to be, to me, between 5'11" and up. But if you're 5'11",
5'11" is tough.
the reason why I'm saying, if you're 5'11", like old boy in Arizona, you have to have another unique skill set, which is extremely explosive feet.
Yeah, because
he has basketball feet. Like,
well,
the way he gets out the pocket and can get to the point where he can see.
Because you have to.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're 5'11",
you can't.
Somebody who's 6'3", their hands go up. You can't see past him at that point, and it's
jump.
and it's 4 of them like that. It's just nigga.
It's a wall,
right?
You can't see that shit.
You gotta run this way. But all right, now I see you.
Right. So it's just interesting to see. And then like with Russ, they keep him out the pocket, get him out the pocket, and he's dangerous. Because you get Russ out the pocket, he's 6'5".
Right.
Because he can make all the throws of a 6'5" person.
No. Russell Wilson's like 6'3".
I mean, they probably got him listed at that, dog.
No,
I don't
he
think
just
he's 6'3",
looks
dog.
small. He has one of the biggest, in the league.
Yeah, bro, he's not 6'3".
He is. He has one of the biggest lines in the league. His line averages is 6'5".
Yeah, but I remember when he was coming out, dog.
Oh, no, you're right. That nigga is smaller than what you think he is. He's 5'11".
I know.
Nigga.
He was who I was thinking about when I was saying like 5'11". Because old boy from Arizona, they're saying he's like 5'9", 5'10". And he's the starting
Kyler
quarterback.
Murray?
Yeah. They're saying he's smaller than Russell Wilson. That's what they were saying.
Dude.
Yeah. Because what it is they're going
5'10".
Because they're going into that college formats where it's spread and you moving around. You know what I'm saying? Certain guys have the unique skill set that if you give them the time and let them move around, their height ain't an issue. It's just that it ain't gonna be a lot of dudes that can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're anomalies, bro. Like, because that's why it's always gonna be a dude in the draft you never heard of that go top 10, nigga, that's 6'5" plus that play quarterback. Whether he's gonna be a bust or not, it's just hard to turn that down. It's like, remember a time in the NBA was like for like 8 years they just had like any dude that was 6'5" and up that tried to play point guard, nigga, was gonna get some tick.
Right.
Because they was looking for that next Grant Hill, Jason Kidd, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson type. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were looking for those guys. Like, if you was a nigga that can dribble a little bit, pass the ball without falling and shoot, they was like, oh, I'm going to make you a point guard. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, that really ain't my position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Smush Parker played point at 6'6". Was he really a point guard? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't know.
What's next?
Staying on sports a little bit. We touched on it last episode. I don't know if you've been paying attention, boy. This Matt Barnes, Gilbert Arenas, Steven Jackson, Kwame Brown shit is going in.
I didn't hear nothing about this.
You sure? I thought we touched on this last joint.
We definitely did not.
Well, hey, man. Kwame Brown is not playing with these niggas.
What's he talking about?
Everything. Nigga, like everything. Like, basically, they mentioned him on the show, on All the Smoke, and they were talking with Rachel Nichols or something like that, and they were talking about a trade, and Matt Barnes lightly joking, you know, Kwame Brown has been a punching bag in sports and a punchline for so long, mainly because of Jordan, and I do want to talk about this. Why do we give Jordan a pass for what he did to Kwame Brown? Gilbert comes on the show a couple days later. They make a jab at him, basically. They talk about him getting traded with somebody else, and then they was like, oh, you really just traded for him, not Kwame. Kwame Brown played like 12, 13 years in the NBA. Yes, he was the number one pick. His career averages is 6.5 rebounds or 5.6 rebounds, whatever it is. To a lot of people, remedial. They're like, oh, he's a bust. He sucked. I personally remember Kwame Brown coming out of high school. What made him the number one pick? The nigga was a fucking beast. But he got drafted number one overall to Michael Jordan's team. Michael Jordan was the general manager then.
And a player, right?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Michael Jordan was the general manager then. The owner, and this came out, actually fired Mike because of Kwame, because of the way he was treating Kwame. Take all the shit that you've seen in The Last Dance that he was doing to grown-ass men, his teammates. He started doing that to a 17-year-old kid out of jealousy. One, he's about to make hella money as a rookie.
Way more
right?
than Jordan could ever.
Way more.
Right.
Right? And then secondly, Mike wanted to trade Kwame for Elton Brand, which is a great pick, a great trade, to pair him with Gilbert Arenas and everybody else that they can't think everybody else was on the team. Nigga, they had a squad.
Right.
Caron Butler, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the deal was we're gonna draft Kwame, trade him to Chicago. The owner was just like, this kid is 17 years old, and he's ox strong. He can dribble, pass, shoot. Bro, this is gonna sound blasphemous, but Kwame Brown in measurements, maybe not necessarily skill set. He was the first LeBron. He was the first high school kid that was so physically gifted and dominant that it was like, fuck it, we're just going to take him with the number one pick. The second high school kid that happened to was LeBron.
Right.
LeBron's the one that panned out because he was a guard, had more guard skills to rely on. And before he got physically talented enough to wield his physical dominance, he was able to rely on guard skills. Mm-hmm. Fam, Kwame Brown, Gilbert Arenas contests to this. Because Gilbert Arenas and Michael Jordan had a relationship before Gilbert got to college. But he's the reason why Arizona gave him a scholarship. Arizona wasn't going to give Gilbert a scholarship. They was like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know. And Gilbert went and was a camp counselor at the Michael Jordan camp that year as a senior in high school. Balled out in all the motherfucking pickup games and had the kids chanting Gilbert over Michael Jordan in a shooting contest because Jordan challenged him to a shooting contest. Gilbert smoked him and was talking crazy to him, right? So Jordan liked Gilbert. Jordan was like, where you thinking about going? He's like, man, I'm trying to go to Arizona, man, but I don't know. They ain't really all the way offered me yet, but I got some other spot. He was just like, they going to offer you. That nigga went and called the coach. Nigga was like, yo, he's a goer. So Gilbert goes to Arizona. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, balls out, comes to the league, right? Mm-hmm. Gilbert's Gilbert. Gilbert was there. So he said, he was like, man, Kwame Brown was one of the more talented dudes, but he was so young. And you young, and you looking up to Jordan like, oh, it's Mike. He took me to the number one pick. I'm working hard. I work hard. But he was mad at you because his boss wouldn't let him trade you. So he never drafted you for you to play for him.
Yep.
So then Jordan went into Jordan mode. Oh, this motherfucker sucked, man. Boy, I sure hate that we drafted you. This is what he was saying to him in front of the team. Kwame Brown played less minutes than any number one pick in the history of the league.
Because Jordan ain't shit.
Basically. Like, nigga, I'm going to sabotage this kid, nigga. I'm going to ruin him because I can't trade him. And he said it. Like, I never came out and said nothing because I wasn't no dummy. The world didn't want to hear a 17-year-old say that I'm not playing well or my numbers were subpar this rookie year because Jordan wasn't playing me because he was mad that his boss bossed up on him. Because Polian or whatever his name was, the only nigga that he couldn't talk to like that, nigga, I own the team.
Yeah, like, I'll fire you.
Right. You can talk to all these other athletes that look up to you, these jock sniffers, as they call them, like that, but you can't talk to me like that. You know, like he said it. He was like, what would make a team draft a number one asset and then within 6 months use all their resources to bash him?
Yep.
Nigga, Jordan just started a rumor because Kwame Brown's hands wasn't as big as Jordan's. Jordan's is known for having some of the biggest hands of any human. Jordan's 6'6". He probably has the hands of a 7'3" guy.
Right.
Kwame Brown's 6'10". He's 17 years old. He was still growing.
He has the hands of a 6'10" guy.
Which is big as fuck.
Right, nigga. That's like...
The nigga Kwame Brown said to this day, people walk up to him and be like, let's see your hands. And then he'll show them their hands like, what? And they'll be like, your hands aren't small. And it's because they got that shit from Jordan. Like, it's just bashing it. So he was like, man, these dudes stack. Steven Jackson, nigga, I was there for you, nigga, when and Gilbert Arenas, when niggas tried to run down on your ass in D.C., nigga, I saved you. You gonna get up there, nigga, because y'all getting some money from some networks and use me as a punching bag? Like, nigga, I have kids.
Right.
And he said, first off, fam, I'm a motherfucking multi-millionaire that's never had a job before.
Who, Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the former number one pick, nigga.
Right.
I played in the NBA 12 goddamn seasons. What makes you... I'm not fucked up over here.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I didn't go to the Hall of Fame, fam.
With the pension.
Yeah, I didn't go to the Hall of Fame. None of you niggas did either, right?
Right.
But I didn't go to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, some of you niggas can say,
So
oh, I scored more than him. Well, this is the thing. Like, that's what the whole issue was about. So they just woke up a sleeping giant. Oh, bro, this nigga I fuck with Matt. He fired Matt up. He was like, man, you insecure. All you niggas is fault. He basically got at Steven Jackson like, nigga, you a fake gangster. Charles Oakley used to make you cry in practice. Was about to whoop your ass several times, nigga. He said, and what happened when Oak tried that shit with me? I was a young nigga right out of high school. I pulled that grown-ass legend to the side and was like, yo, I already respect you, OG. You don't got to talk to me like that. Mm-hmm. He said, we never had a problem, but you cried. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you didn't want to get on TV and act like you a gangster, nigga. I remember, nigga, when he was in the league, he was running around with a red rag like a fucking bozo, getting extorted by street niggas because you wanted to be down, getting at him. He was like, Matt, he's like, Matt, I don't even fucking know you. Told Matt Barnes, like, yo, I don't even know you. He was just like, but you Becky with the good hair ass nigga. He was like, he's like, you yeah, he's like, you sensitive, nigga, and you must feel like you ain't down enough. He's like, I know your type. You ain't comfortable in your own skin, Duke, so you come through and you want to be extra tough. That's why you all volatile, trying to fight everybody all the time. He's like, nigga, I'll whoop your motherfucking ass. He was like, nigga, and not to mention, nigga, keep my name out your mouth. Because he's like, basically, nigga, I'm a part of this fraternity, nigga. I'm not the worst nigga to play in the league. I'm not the best nigga to play in the league. But we all a part of this fraternity. We all get retirement checks from the NBA. Right. Nigga, you don't know what businesses I got lined up. I'm currently working on I got a program where I'm developing kids' talents and sending them to colleges and school. Like, I don't need you bashing my basketball brand when I'm a brand, nigga. Like, right. Whether you fuck with it or not. He was like, nigga, at 17, nigga, right out the hood, off the free lunch program, I bought my mother a multi-million-dollar house on a golf course, nigga, where she resides today. He said, nigga, I got millions in land and businesses all over. So like, nigga, neither one of us are fucked up. We all good. What you niggas acting like y'all niggas on? This ain't no street shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nigga, you niggas on some like. He's like, and when y'all gonna get like that? He's like, man, I'm waiting for y'all to get at the white boy like that.
Who?
Anyone.
Oh.
He's like, nigga, you telling me I'm the worst nigga to ever play in the league? There's no way. Darko Milicic was the second pick of the draft, nigga, over Carmelo. You niggas don't say shit about him on y'all. But where's the segment on him, nigga? Where the punchlines at on him? Oh, because they won't let you do that at ESPN, nigga. They want you to bash me and make jokes about me. But, nigga, I'm a real one. And he was saying, like, and when shit was real, nigga, all y'all leaned on me at times. None of you would say that shit to my face. And I guess he had a reputation of being a nigga that you don't fuck with in the league. He'll whoop your ass. Mm-hmm. So nobody was talking shit to him about being a bust. But he said it was a lot of jealousy there. Right. He said, man, I was committed to Florida as a sophomore. He said, but I could have went to any school in the country. He said, I got committed to Florida on a sophomore. He's like, I broke a nigga's jaw on that recruit trip. Broke my hand. He said, but I was going to go to Florida, and he was just like, so I shut down recruitment. My dad was older. He shut down. I'm the youngest of 8. He said, my dad shut down the recruitment. Oh, you going to Florida? I don't need to talk to all these other schools no more. They don't need to keep calling my house. All right. He's going to Florida. He said, I decided to go to the NBA after my brothers, who was taking care of the family, got pinched on some dope charges. Right? I had to man up. I can't go to college and just chill no more. I got to go be a man and go play with these grown-ass niggas and get this paycheck. And he said, a lot of you niggas was jealous because y'all went to college and you did whatever you did and you thought you was somebody, and they drafted a nigga that you never heard of, nigga, with the number 1 pick. A lot of you niggas wanted to get drafted by Michael Jordan. Right. But he was saying, nigga, he basically said it without shitting on Jordan, like, nigga, Jordan was a bitch-ass nigga that threw me under the bus, nigga, and did everything he could to make sure I didn't succeed. And then he pointed out when he got away from that team, nigga, his numbers was all right. Right. He just didn't have enough years playing at that level, so his career averages didn't look good. But like he was showing, he was like, nigga, when I was on the Hornets, nigga, double. He was like, and then to finish my career, Jordan knew he did me wrong, knew that he couldn't break me like he would break some of you other niggas. He knew I didn't kiss his ass. So what did he do? He brung me back on a 2-year deal, nigga, as a farewell, nigga, before I retired out of the NBA. And then, you know, now the media done picked up on it because he went vulgar. It was like an hour video. Right. Charlamagne got it. You know, he dropped his little 2 cents. He fired Charlamagne up, called him a rapist, nigga. Said, I'm about to go get that girl that you raped, nigga, and let her have a platform too. You know what I'm saying?
To Kwame?
Kwame said that to Charlamagne.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He was just firing niggas. Oh, he told Stephen A. Smith, nigga, he better not ever see him on a public street. Said he's going to whoop his motherfucking ass. And he's like, nigga, I'm a millionaire too, nigga. You can have the money. Sue me. Right. I'm going to beat your ass. He said, nigga, I was a kid. And I know Jordan, your frat brother. I know Jordan, your boy, nigga, and you kiss his ass. He was like, but, nigga, you was a part of it. You was a part of the character assassination. And when I thought back to it, I'm like, damn. And they were showing clips. I'm like, damn, Stephen A. did used to go in on Kwame. And when you think about the timing, right. Kwame was like 19, 20 at the time. And they were talking about this nigga like he was the worst player ever and had no hope. He said, nigga, Doug Collins, who Jordan hired when Jordan came back and was the coach, he was like, nigga, I come back after my rookie year, I'm showing promise, and what happens? Jordan comes out of retirement and shoots all the shots. Dog, he's not the only one that said that. Stackhouse said it. I was a Jordan fan my whole life. Wish I never would have played with this nigga. Wish I never would have met him. I loved playing for Washington. Until I had to play with Jordan. Right. Because he said the nigga was jealous, bro. Like, he don't want you doing, like, give me the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm MJ. Mm-hmm. And so it was just a tough, sticky situation. But then it's getting crazy, bro. It's getting crazy. Like, yeah, I'm interested to see if Stephen A. Smith is going to respond to anything that he said.
He better not.
He went in. He kind of went in. He kind of went in on Skip, too, because Skip used to give it to him a lot too, but that's when they was Jordan fanatics and just was like, oh man, Kwame Brown. But it was just like, dog, you seen it. Kwame Brown, outside of LaMelo, is probably the best player that Jordan ever had anything to do with drafting. Right. Look at the niggas he's drafted. Kemba as well. Kemba Walker goes in that category as well. This nigga be drafting some bums, dog, with high picks. Right. So like, where's all that basketball IQ? Because LeBron found Talen Horton Tucker at a fucking AAU tournament. Right. and was like, yo, keep it. He told his agent, keep an eye on him. That kid can play. And then he told the motherfucking Lakers, like, yo, it's a kid in Iowa, out of Iowa, draft him. They moved up in the second round to go get him. Mm-hmm. Nobody else was even looking for this kid. And look at him now. He out there balling in crucial moments and shit like that, just 2 years removed from that.
Right.
Jock sniffers, man. But shout out to everybody involved, man. Them all the smoke boys, Gilbert Arenas. I fuck with your shit, Till. No chill with Gil. And Kwame Brown, man, welcome to the party. It's good to see you, man. Stand up for yourself. I feel like more people need to do that. I think the internet provides the opportunities for that. His numbers is going up. He's definitely going to get some kind of deal or podcast popping off soon. He's well spoken and he got a lot of insight. And he basically was saying that Gilbert and Steven Jackson is mad at him because bitches that they were paying for, nigga, he was fucking for free. And he said that. He said it off his mama's cooking. So y'all was buying them bitches bags. I was just giving them my mama's cooking. Like, nigga. So it's some little animosities there. We'll see. And I don't really like Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes' reaction, bro, because they trying to just dead it. Like, nah, you just trying to clout chase. I'm like, nigga, you got to address some of the shit he said. Yeah. Because he told Matt Barnes, like, bro, you just a hater, nigga. The bitch moved on, nigga, and you wouldn't attack the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though that ain't really the reason the whole shit, but still, like, you know how we do in these streets, man. We're going to be fighting over these birds, man. Mm-mm. But anyways, man, you know, that's just a little entertainment. I want to talk about something that after the little Reese shit that we seen and spoke on, I'm just peeping a lot of shit. Not with us, but with the young boys. We talking to the youth right now. I don't think these young niggas are familiar with the term crash dummy. And what it means to be a crash dummy. You know what I mean? I'm being serious. Like, crash dummy culture is at an all-time high. Mm-hmm. And they didn't make this shit cool. Like, some of the bigger stars right now are crash dummies. And I hear the motherfucking prayers for Lil Reese and, you know, get well. And this ain't about that dude. You know what I'm saying? But you got cats taking a bag to be ignorant, taking a bag to be buffoons, to play gangster. Mm. I mean, fam, you walking around with diamonds and jewelries on and entertaining, you know, bags legitimately. How do you get caught up in a stolen car situation? Right? These niggas, rest in peace to Mo 3, man. Long live 3. But 3 was a stepper, my nigga. He out here, niggas is out here shooting shit up.
They talking about they might have discovered 2 new murders he was connected to.
I know. Well, fam, he got 2 bodies that he wasn't going down for because, nigga, they sent the hit on him, nigga, and he killed the 2 niggas. Right. On the video where you see where he lost his life, I've never seen somebody so confident in the moments before they got killed in all my life. Mm. It gave me chills, low-key. The nigga got out the car, pulled his pants up, popped the trunk, seen the nigga shooting at him, was like, nigga, yeah, all right, nigga, let's go. And went to go get his shit, but rumor has it, there were some diversions put in place to make sure he didn't have his gun, and he didn't know that. And you can tell right there on that tape, he was reaching for his gun and was like, yo, what the fuck? And then those bullets got close because dude started hawking them down. I think the son realized, like, oh, yeah, nigga, he realized he ain't got it. Because they was staying back to make sure he ain't have nothing. But then it was like, yeah, nigga, she got the gun out. Allegedly, a shorty involved is the one that disarmed him of the gun. He takes off running. Dude, one of the fastest niggas I've ever seen running with a gun in my life, catches this nigga, and we know long live 3, he murders him. They murder him. There's a couple shooters in it. Fam, we're championing this shit, though. 3 became a millionaire, not necessarily just off his God-given abilities and talent. He's mad talented. But the niggas want to see it. They want to hear you. It's crazy because when you hear all this shit, dog, and then you go back and listen to that nigga's album, he's talking about a lot of this shit. He's talking about the Money Maya girl, nigga, that's from the other side that he fucking on, that he paid Royal to help him line up the other side niggas. And if they ever catch her or him fucking with each other, nigga, it's over. Mm-hmm. He says in the song, nigga, she might be his downfall. She might set him up too. And they didn't pinpoint who the fuck Money Maya is. Her baby daddy is one of the shooters.
Jesus Christ.
This shit reads like a fucking movie, fam. Hey, and we're not going to say it on our platform. Like, we're not accusing anybody of anything. Mm-hmm. We don't do detective work over here. Bro, I'm looking at shit, nigga. They trying to put an EJ in. Errol Spence Jr. involved in this. They saying that Mo 3 was chasing Errol Spence Jr. when he had that crash. Mo 3, out of his own words, told Yellow BZ like that, nigga, you know who shot you. You know you felt me. What does that mean?
Right.
Like, well, this shit's crazy. And so I started thinking, like, damn, bro, this is what's really going on in the game right now with MCs and rappers in the music industry. Like, what? Gangster rap ain't gangster rap no more. You know what I'm saying? Gangster rap is being a gangster and rapping about it.
Right.
Like, all that art of gangster rap, like, nigga, Nas and Scarface and nigga wasn't really expecting them to go pull a leaky out, nigga, and catch a body. Nobody was expecting Tupac to shoot nobody.
Right.
Or Big to kill nobody. Fam, I'm thinking about, like, what does the fans, what is the culture, what role do we play in all this? I don't know what the little nigga's name, but you know the nigga, the song about his ops, nigga, he's naming all the niggas he killed. You hear about this little nigga? Mm-mm. Shit is wild. And I'm looking at it, though, they talking about like with Empire, the company. They say, yo, nigga sign with them and get dead real quick. And they got insurance policies on all of them. It's just like a movie. So I don't think that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not accusing Empire of doing any kind of shady business. I think that it's a tragedy that, like, multiple of their artists have been murdered. You know what I'm saying? But, hey.
We don't know what the fuck is going on over there.
We don't know what the fuck is going on over there, my nigga. Like,
they could be doing anything.
And I'm like, yo, why would y'all take insurance policies out on your artists?
Right.
Life insurance policies. I don't know.
Okay, it goes back to crash dummies. They're signing crash dummies.
Then it comes out that Mo 3 managers going on a tirade saying, oh, no, he wasn't about to sign with nobody. He was happy at Empire. And then it comes out that this nigga was negotiating a deal with Rock Nation and Yo Gotti and them. Mm-hmm. One of the most popping management companies in the game. I don't know. This shit is ill, my nigga. This shit's ill. And it's not just that Mo 3 situation. It's the glorification just of murder. Of black murder, though.
Right.
Because, fam, like, if Justin Bieber and them was getting shot at and shit like that, like, it would be a serious thing. Like, what's going on?
Right.
Niggas, like, if it's reported right now, Lil Durk got in a shootout or got shot at, his numbers go up. Like, people would be, and I'm not saying he would do it for that, but it's almost like people are mad. Go look at his comments right now. Dirk posted a picture trying to live his life. He done been through a lot of traumatic shit.
Mad that he ain't went and killed Lil
niggas
Timmy
is mad that he ain't killed, you know what I'm saying?
Rondo and Timmy.
Rondo, and they're like, oh, y'all niggas OTF, like, the fans. And it goes back to what Russ said, bro. Shout out to Russ, the artist. You know what he said? He was like, fam, the fucked up part about this hip-hop shit now is little suburban rich white kids, for the most part, on their laptops, in their suburban homes, are driving the actions of hip-hop artists. Because they doing it for the gram, but who actually is the gram?
Right.
You think the niggas in your neighborhood are stuck around your gram, looking at your gram? They're trying to get their gram popping.
Exactly, yeah.
You think that, like, me and Dre right now are just looking at you niggas as grams? No, nigga, these are little kids. These are little kids that are telling you, nigga, you need to go shoot Quando Rondo, or else you ain't a real nigga. And some of you motherfuckers is doing it. Fam, why if in Lucci went from kicking it with the Regine. You got a little celebrity cute girlfriend. You making a couple M's doing rap shit, nigga. You're not even the best rapper. Mm-hmm. But you on. Nigga, you go down.
For a drive-by.
Because you want to drive your motherfucking exotic ass foreign to the ops and park while one of your other crash dummies, while another crash dummy jumps out the car because he's probably trying to prove to YFN Lucci, nigga, I'm a real one, I'm going to hold you down. Nigga, I'm your shooter, right? Just put a chain on me, give me some money, let me get lit, right? They start busting on these boys. These boys is ready, though. They start busting back. They
kill one of your partners.
Kill one of your partners. And you panic and push this boy out the car while it's moving, while he lay dying. Weren't even 100% sure that he was going to die. You probably could have got him to the hospital. But you don't try to get him no help. You push him out the car because now you want to be YFN Lucci, the rap artist. Now you want to be a legitimate celebrity and businessman. Now you start thinking about your business dealings and your contractual agreements and your lifestyle. And nigga, ain't no pussy in prison. Ain't no weed, ain't no exotic tree in prison.
You know, none of your foreigns, your big ass house, your
all
chain.
that, all them jewels and shit, nigga. That's right in the motherfucking back where they take your shit, nigga, and give you them. Fam, you're not seeing that until maybe if you ever get out. What is wrong with our culture, B? Like, I'm saying our culture because these niggas is our spawn. They're from our culture, so we gotta claim them. Like, but we gotta speak on this shit too. Like, niggas gotta start letting these young boys know, like, that shit's corny, nigga. You don't get the bag and turn gangster. If anything, if you gotta be gangster at all, be gangster to get the bag.
Right.
But they got it all bad, all backwards. Like you know what I'm saying?
Ice Cube. Ice Cube is nigga. Fuck with his bag, nigga. He coming to the office.
I'm a nigga Barry Bonds the shit out of this motherfucker. I'm Barry Bonds this shit.
That's the real term of corporate gangster, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
I'm coming to you, nigga.
I'm pulling up, nigga. Hold on. You at the office?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Say less.
Pulling up, nigga. So, I don't know. It's just, I just want young, you know, if anybody hears my voice, man, especially the youngest, man, think about that. Make sure you're not being a crash dummy in life. And that go for females, too. A lot of y'all is laying around reproducing with crash dummy, with niggas and becoming crash dummies because of that. Because now they're in your aura. Because now they're in your aura. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at Shorty. They use her because she's smashing Mo3. This nigga kills Mo3 and tells the police that he was upset that Mo3 was in a relationship with her.
Yep.
That's what we dealing with.
Could you imagine that?
Fam.
Get murdered with a bitch?
I mean, I would be in the spirits mad as a motherfucker. Like, bro, this is why I'm out the game. All the shootouts and shit, niggas coming to kill me. And he said it, like, money on my head just went up again. Like, nigga, he's singing this shit, nigga, on this new album. Like, nigga, these niggas trying to kill me out here. And my question is this: why do you live in Dallas still? You probably should have been moved to motherfucking Atlanta, Florida, Cali.
Out the country.
Something.
Canada, nigga.
Yeah, I'd have did the Drake thing, nigga. I'm just out here, nigga. But, you know, felons and shit, niggas can't move like that. I get that part. And then another thing, just a wrinkle. Alleged, he had a compartment where he kept a gun in. He's a felon. Niggas trying to kill him. He got to keep it like that. Fam, what are we going to start letting felons carry guns? I don't think felons should lose their right to carry guns.
Depending on the felony, you can get it
depending on the felony.
You can get it expunged after 7 years.
But a lot of these motherfuckers that's only got gun charges because of the environment that society forces them to grow up in are now turning around and being murdered because they don't got a gun because of the gun charge.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, bro, if 3 don't have that restriction on them, nigga, that thing, you know, in Texas, boy, that child probably sitting on the seat. Especially if niggas is bragging about having 100,000 on your head and shit like that. Right? That might have cost him his life. Niggas is out here living in a whole war zone in hip hop music. Jim Jones is right, bro. Being a rapper might be one of the most dangerous jobs. All right, man. You got anything to add to that? What role do we as Americans have in the genocide of the Palestinian people?
Huh?
What role do we have in the genocide / apartheid that's going on with the Palestinian people?
If Israel's one side of the pie, we're the other side of the pie. We fund their country. We give their country military grade, our military weapons, our jets, our tanks, our everything.
Mm-hmm.
Give them our military training. We have outposts there to help them with any type of war that they get into. They have surface to air missile technology that they wouldn't have had without us. So if they started the problem, we've helped fuel the problem.
Right. And you touched on this. Mm-hmm. You were saying basically more so for positioning, to be able to launch missiles and carry out military things from their shores.
Exactly. Right? What better way to start a war over there with somebody what easier way
without
than
it
having
ever touching us?
Exactly.
And I'm speaking more to like, remember how we started a whole campaign? Oh, pray for Paris.
They're doing the little pray for Palestine shit. They had a march here.
Well, they're doing that now?
They had a march here for Palestine.
Good, because
big ass march.
Because fam, this has been going on for years.
Mm-hmm. No, nigga,
years,
hundreds of years, bro.
And I'm just speaking specifically about Israel Palestine, because that started in like the 40s, when they basically was like, yo, move out the way. Mm-hmm. We're going to put these people here. And this is their birthplace. It's their birthland. And God said so.
Fuck the job been here for the last however many thousands of years.
Hey.
Which is what it is the most American thing you've ever heard of.
Because these are all the same people.
All the same traits.
These are all the same people. And so think about it. The Palestinian people, from my research, after some pushback, was like, you know what? Y'all have the bread and resources behind y'all.
Yep.
Well, fuck it. We'll just live together. Nah, that ain't good enough.
Nope.
We want to treat y'all like black people in America.
Yep.
And it's like, man, sounds all too familiar is all I'm saying. And, fam, I've seen good people that I know, love, and respect shout out support for Israel in this instance. Mm-hmm. I've seen good people that I know, love, and respect that feel as if because it's Israel, they can't do no wrong. And I think it's a lot of miseducation going on to where people hear Israel and they think about the Jewish Holocaust survivors.
Yep.
And they assume like, oh, okay, well, these people have just been bothered, like just leave them alone. I support Israel. You can support Israel and Israeli people. You can support Holocaust survivors without supporting the brutal like assault and abuse of another race of people. That shit's wild to me.
It's very American.
It's very European.
Well, yeah, that's where the stem of that shit comes from.
They said that cat Lil Reese lost his eyesight too in one of his eyes.
They had to, nigga. You still had niggas leaking.
Yeah. I seen on the way over here, you know, the insurrection, man, the terrorist attack on
Capital.
the Capitol. I gotta say, the FBI is doing more than I thought they would be doing.
Are they?
Yeah, fam, because it's been like 4 months, and they just released another fleet of tapes, and are asking the public for like, and they're like, you know, who's this, who's this, who's this.
Damn.
They're trying to get everybody. Like, they're slowly, meticulously, like, nigga, we getting everybody that was in there wilding.
Get them up out of there.
And what they did that was smart, which I didn't agree with at first, is they're doing these things as individual instances, and then as they work their way up to those that were nuanced and like now the RICO type shit, collective type charges come. And Nancy Pelosi and them just got it passed today, I believe, for the 9/11 style commission on the January 6th insurrection. For those of you that don't know, the 9/11 commission was just what it says. It was a commission put together in a panel to thoroughly investigate, and it was well funded to get to the bottom of how did 9/11 come about. The reason why a lot of people don't fully like rock with the 9/11 commission is because we already know that George Bush and them had something to do with it. A lot of people think that. It was an inside job, if you would, right? Not to put a name on it. This right here has no foreign asset. Like, unless you tell me that Russia or somebody put some money up or some shit like that to try to help this shit get cracking, but for the most part, this is American terrorism. Like that Lupe song. Mm-hmm. It's American terrorist. I will have my popcorn ready and will be cheering every last one of you motherfuckers get sentenced to the fullest extent of the law. You babies. You lost, nigga. We had to deal with 4 years of Trump. Never once did I feel like I was going to try to go kill nobody or do nothing silly like that.
Hold on, I got something to say. To all you idiots that think just because Joe Biden is the president of the United States, that's the reason your gas is going up, you guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of saying that, too.
You guys are fucking idiots.
You got to relax.
You ain't got no water over there, nigga.
Yep.
Fuck. I feel like taking my ass downstairs.
Nigga, why you being so lazy? This nigga be up here stuck. I already know what you be doing.
Uh-huh. I do. You goddamn right. Pepsi's blue?
It's fire. It's fire, bro. We won't give no shout outs, though. Black man blue cola. No, I'm just I'm gonna start taking the tag off, writing my own shit, nigga. This that King Pop. All right, man. But yeah, just keep a lookout on that, man. They got the commission bill passed, so
I know they better arrest
I want to
us.
see them get to like the senators and shit like that might have been involved, like the elected officials and things like that.
You hear that Donald Trump got kicked out of his own little vacation place?
Yeah, because nigga, I'm sure
It's his own rule is you ain't supposed to live there full time.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Stupid.
And they tried to go there and live there full time.
People there said, "Nah, nigga,
No, you got to go. We don't want your.
we don't get to do this."
And you're just hiding from New York. So what? So like now.
Now he's in New Jersey. He had to move
I'm glad
to New
you
Jersey.
said that. I'm glad you said that. The New York District Attorney, not the District Attorney, the New York Attorney General.
Right.
She's a sister too. Shout out to her. She came out months ago.
Oh, sorry. I need to interrupt you when talking about sisters. You see what St. Louis just did, or Missouri just did, right?
No, I did not.
First woman governor? First black governor, First black woman governor?
Of Missouri?
Yep. Or mayor of St. Louis, it's one of the two.
Let's look it up.
That just happened.
I think she's the mayor of St. Louis. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. think she's a newly St. Louis. She's the first black mayor.
Blair, St. Louis, yeah.
Shout out to that sister.
That's
What's her name? They got her name on there.
Tashara Jones.
Yeah. Shout out to Tashara Jones. She has a lot of work cut out in front of her. Damn, I lost what I was saying.
Something about Donald Trump in New York.
The Attorney General of New York. She came out several months ago, laid out some things, said that this is just gonna be this is just a civil probe. We're just gonna go in and do our due diligence. We see some stuff there. He been talking big shit, as he does. Fam, that civil investigation is just turned over to a criminal.
They found something.
They found a lot, and they just went after. I think it's Roger Dale. What's his name? Roger Stone.
I know you're talking about.
No, not Roger Stone. Damn, I can't think of Trump's the Trump Foundation CEO, who's basically been his dad. When his dad gave him that like $600 million to start his shit, he had that dude go with him and start the business with him, and he's been rocking with him ever since.
Oh, the white dude with the white hair.
Yeah.
Roger, or no, it's something Stone. It might be Roger Stone.
No, hold on, let me see. There is a Roger Stone, but it's this dude. It's Alan Weiselberg. Him. His ass is gonna be in trouble. Hey, and the irony of it is, you know how they were saying that Trump didn't ever really want to be the president originally? He was just trying to get some money up and get in the situation of power.
Right.
Dog, it might prove that becoming a president was the worst thing that he ever did.
Yeah, if
He's
he goes
been
to
getting
prison
away with everything he's ever wanted to.
up until now,
and it's just like, bro, this might be.
You wanted to be president so
you
bad.
You wanted to be the president, nigga, and this is what happens.
That might be your undoing, nigga.
That's crazy, right? The karma of it all. Hey, man, we keeping our eyes open.
Something to drink, nigga.
Let's see. Oh. Airplane. Bop, 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 bop.
What you doing, nigga?
Just looking at something. Yeah, man. I ain't off that shit. We do let that nigga. We definitely have to revisit that one day.
What, this nigga going to prison?
No, nigga, the fact that we really haven't let Jordan get it past, nigga, for Kwame Brown. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, fam, LeBron can't say one word, like, wrong, nigga. And niggas be on his ass like, oh, nigga, you didn't speak up for this person. Oh, you didn't do this. You didn't do that. I'm like, nigga, we ain't one like that with Jordan. Nigga was an asshole, and nigga, we applaud him for it.
Right, he's one of the biggest assholes, nigga.
Like,
and it was
I don't
cool.
get that shit, fam. But, yeah, what was we on before you dipped?
Something about Trump.
Oh, yeah, Alan Weisenberg is the name of the attorney. Yeah, it looks like it's bad for them, man. We don't know if he gonna snitch, but they say one of his other former attorneys that's already got convicted, he said that if anybody knows where all the bodies is, it's Alan Weisenberg.
What bodies?
Metaphorically speaking. You know what I'm saying? All the dirty deeds and shit like that. dating back
all
before
the
Trump.
skeletons.
Before Trump was the head of the foundation, like when his daddy and shit was doing it. They've been scheming the country off taxes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Trump, I think his dad used to like run the harbors of New York. Like, you used to couldn't even bring shit in. You know what I'm saying? Without him. But there's a lot of going on, man. We'll see. It seems like there's a new day of justice coming along, like where it seems like they trying to like rid some of the white male privilege that happens in politics and in corporate America. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Just want to keep getting that out. Shout out to everybody going through anything. I don't have the number or nothing like that. We're not that responsible here, but if you're going through something, call somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Reach out to your peoples.
Holla at your mans.
Yeah.
Fam, if you feeling
hold on. Mental awareness. Mental awareness. Let me say this. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell this to you right now. Check on your friends that are always okay. The ones that seem like they have no issues, all the advice, have a smile on their face every time you see them. Check on them.
They going through it. They lying. Hey, speaking of that,
those be the ones. No, because those be the ones that be. Damn, I never knew they were ever sad,
that's
bro.
That's how it is. Because everybody affects and shows differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or no, those people just don't ever show that they're down and out because they're so busy being the rock for everybody.
They might not even know they down and out.
Right.
I feel you, fam. And then, piggybacking off that, the mental health thing is serious. Can't overstate that. We're all gonna go through something in the next month or two, and what I mean by that is, fam, they're about to open this shit up full throttle. It ain't no walking into it, niggas. We just about to just be open, no mask.
I'm still be wearing mine.
Right, fam. I'm gonna be wearing a mask probably forever in public.
At least another year.
At least another year. And I got vaccinated. I'm still going in with my mask, but like that type of thing, just the effects of it on you mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're just gonna go right back to life now. They're gonna want everybody back at the schools, kids going back to schools, people back in their workplaces, and then just right back to germy ass America. Cause I found out that you motherfuckers was foul during this pandemic. Fuck you mean you don't know how to wash your hands?
We over here taking class. We over here seeing the same videos we saw in like first grade on how to wash our hands.
I'm like, y'all changed up? Like, just, I never switched.
Right. A lot of you niggas is nasty. A lot of you niggas was never washing your hands.
Fam, the fact that you niggas knew that there was a pandemic going on and you was still fighting to not wear your mask tells me that we ain't all thinking on the same frequencies. I didn't like wearing a mask, bro.
I still don't.
No one ever had to tell me to put my mask on. Like, fuck that.
The only time I did is when I forgot it in the car.
I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like, oh, sir, you have to wear a mask and explain it to me.
Oh, no.
Like, I seen this chick the other day. I'm like, well, it's about like a week ago now, but I'm like, man, you still tripping off that?
Imagine when I went to Texas and everybody looking at me crazy as shit because I still got my mask on. Like I'm a weirdo.
Fam. That's why I'm anxious to see, man. Because I'm chilling on travel and all that for a minute. But I'm anxious to see.
Travel's so cheap right now.
I know.
In New York, like $250. Right
Yeah, I know. Trust me. I know. Trust me.
Quick trip. I might do it, though.
It's just,
We might need to.
nigga, I'm not
It's
getting,
cheap.
I'm not sitting in nobody's airplane, fam.
You're vaxxed, though.
I don't give a shit.
I'd be the one to have to worry.
Bullshit, nigga.
I'll buy us both.
Mom having a party in July. She want me to come out there.
I'll
Tough.
buy us both a whole one of them white hazmat suits, nigga. Straight
Be on a plane, hella bulky.
germ free.
I just feel like, how the fuck is Texas safe? How they safe in
They're
Florida?
not. They're ran by Ted Cruz who don't give a fuck about none of his constituents.
How they safe in Florida, fam? Where my bros is in Florida right now. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying that, Zelly, I'm still coming to fuck with you.
Eventually.
But I'll be thinking like, so what? Do all y'all got COVID and just nobody saying nothing? Only the people that's mad sick is the ones getting reported? Like, because you can have it and not be sick.
I'm sure
Texas and Florida got to have the largest population of asymptomatic niggas in the country.
Or they're just like, so like,
Georgia
nah,
too.
This ain't gonna hold me down. They get sick and still be out there spreading that shit.
Fam, or we were lied to about the severity and about the rapidness.
Nigga, please. Hella people died from this shit.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we. You're right. Let me rephrase my words.
Please do, because you're sounding crazy right now.
Let me rephrase my shit. I'm not saying, like, because when I say severity,
Right.
It sounds like I'm questioning the severity of it. I'm not doing that. I got vaccinated, and I don't get vaccinated for shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised you did.
But was there an exaggeration of the spread? Is what I mean.
Okay.
And thinking about it like from a leadership perspective, you kind of got to assume the worst, right? So was it one of them things like, well, man, this shit is showing. We got data that says it's 10% of the country population, but it could be up to 60%. We got to act as if it's 60%. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
Because I'm like, man, how the fuck does Texas ain't looking like a third world country right now? Nigga, it's places that never shut down and never made you wear a mask. And they get to just be fine with it. Like, we over it and they over it too. That's what be confusing me about the whole shit. Like, I'm confused, fam.
It's a choosy ass.
And I don't know who right. It's not about right or wrong.
That's always been my fucked up thing. It's just about the government, dog. Like, I just could y'all just tell us the truth once?
Fam, just give me some transparency. What's going on?
One time. Just one time in history.
But
could
now
you
it's been
show
so
us
long.
that shit?
Are we prepared for it? What if they was like, all right, well, y'all want the truth, nigga? All this shit over in 10 years. That'll suck.
Only people living is rich in us.
Not even that. Like, nigga, nah, this shit a dub. Like, you don't understand? Like, nigga, this shit
We
over.
have fucked this whole shit up.
If we don't get Mars cracking in 10 years, nigga, this shit over.
Global warming shit is real as fuck.
We downplayed it. For safety, we downplayed it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be mass hysteria.
That'd be some fucked up shit if they came out and said, hey, global warming, I'm sorry.
You got 2 years.
We killed the planet off.
We got about 2 years. Everybody be peace and love, nigga. Everybody have fun. Nigga, I would be mad. Like, bro, don't tell me no shit like that.
I'm going to the White House.
Fam, I'm like, nigga, don't tell me no shit now when you ain't want to tell me who killed Kennedy my whole life.
I'm going to the White House.
You ain't want to tell me shit my whole life, nigga.
I'm burning.
Speaking of
all
the
that
government
shit
telling
down.
us shit all of a sudden. Fam, what's up with these niggas just coming out casually admitting that there's fucking UFOs all around us and shit like that, bro?
Bro.
Niggas been denying this shit our whole lives, making the white people in the sticks look crazy, making that old black woman look crazy, making a young dude look high, and just, we don't trust you. Oh, you just seen a UFO, huh? And now all of a sudden, nigga, NASA, CIA, military. Oh, yeah, we know. Yeah,
They
Oh,
here.
them shits y'all seen yesterday?
They here.
Yeah, them was aliens.
Nigga said we've been seeing it for like the last 10 years.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Every day for like
You know
the
why,
last
though?
10 years.
What makes sense? I heard Joe Rogan kind of going off on this nigga, and I was like, bro, he got a good point.
It was him and Elon when they
Nah, it was a different one.
Oh.
This nigga was saying, he was like, man, fam, just look at it like this. You're a master race or species somewhere in a different planet, different galaxy or whatever, right? You pull up on us, nigga, to see what the fuck we doing. He's like, bro, we gotta be like the monkeys, nigga, of species, nigga. He's like, they see motherfuckers out here fighting.
Be
Listen how he
gone.
broke it down. He was like, bro, let's say they just fly over L.A. Let's just take L.A. He's like, between gang violence, nigga, motherfucking just serial killers and rapists, just, nigga, he was just like movie premieres and shit like that. They would fly over us and be like, what the fuck is these motherfuckers doing? These are the people fucking up the earth. He was like, we got to be careful because it might be bad for the galaxy and the universe, and somebody else might just look at us like we need to eliminate this stuff.
Just knock this whole planet off.
Yeah, bro, they fucking it up for everybody, nigga.
It just be an alien invasion one day. Niggas just knocking us off.
We gotta be one of the only planets that's just constantly warring with each other.
Oh, man.
Think about that. Like, outside of humans on Earth, fam, I done seen lions walk past each other, nigga, in the jungle and not do nothing and not harm each other. Hell, I done seen lions, nigga, walk past shit that they eat and not eat it. Like, I'm not hungry. You only danger, nigga. I'm only danger to you niggas when I'm hungry.
Right.
So it's only humans that, you know, like if they just sat like in the way he was explaining, because the way they be hovering around. He said most of the time they be by the military bases to see what the fuck is going on. They reading all that energy and shit. Like, nigga, they okay with that? Oh, they over there with 2 shooters, nigga.
That
like,
ain't shit.
They over there with pop shooters, nigga. We good. They can't do nothing to us.
Come here and shut this whole shit down.
Niggas probably get a kick out of it. Like, bro, they probably be pulling up like, hey, I'm
knock this whole
like, bro, you want to go see some wild shit? I'm going to show you some wild shit right here.
Let's go look at these humans.
Come look at these niggas over here.
These humans is wild.
These niggas is wild. They hate each other. They the same people. They be killing each other and shit. This shit weird over here.
They probably think we're the most unintelligent species there is, nigga.
What the fuck you mean you're ruining the earth that you need to survive on? We are the most unintelligent species. Like, think about it, fam. A fucking insect don't shit where they lay.
No, it's
like,
funny. It's funny, like, humans on this planet are like, it's like if the doctor told you, all right, bro, keep doing this shit. You got a year left, nigga. You gonna be dead. And you just out here,
bro. But that's a good and bad example, because how many humans do we know
do that,
carry oxygen machines and shit like that, and they be like, yo, you can't smoke no more, you're gonna die, and they be like, fuck it, I smoke.
That's humans in a nutshell.
If you told a lion, nigga, that if he eats this right here again, nigga, it's over for him.
He probably gonna
fuck over for him, nigga. You know that stomach pain you just had?
Eat that again.
Eat that again. They don't do the shit over and over. You notice that with dogs and shit like that, nigga. They get into shit one time. Right. It's nigga, I ain't fucking with that again. It be humans that do the shit twice.
Humans get burnt by the iron and be like, touch that again.
Or they'll put it somewhere where it's likely to fall on them or something, or just like burn some shit. We just do dumb shit, fam. And like, it's like the more modern we get, the stupider we get as well. The more dependent we are. And I don't want to sound like that guy. Like, I'm not the anti-technology guy, nigga. I'm lazy. I like nigga shit at the click of a button. You know what I'm saying? But we do got to kind of figure out a balance, my nigga. We got to figure out a balance. This whole grid went off. We went off grid. Everybody was forced to go off grid. How many people would survive?
Not a lot of us.
Think about it.
I might not.
I want to say I would, but if I'm being 100, like, fam, if I was just, okay, you got to go kill that buffalo, nigga, skin it, clean it properly, and make something to eat. Now, I got the cooking part down. I can cook it.
I don't know what parts to cut off this. I don't know what's the tenderloin and what's...
Fam, if I'm out in the jungle, like, somewhere, like, bro, I don't know what berries I can eat. Like, I'm just, fam, I'm a nigga that don't like, I won't go check the mail barefooted.
Right.
I'm a nigga that wouldn't walk, I don't walk around barefooted a lot. So it's just like, I be thinking about that. I know my mind is weird, but I be thinking about, I need to start walking around barefooted. And I said it out loud once, and the nigga was like, why? I said, because I don't do that shit, nigga. And if shit ever got fucked off and I had to do some shit barefooted, nigga, I'd be at a disadvantage.
It'd be like if The Walking Dead ever happened. Like, nigga.
Fam, I don't want no piece of that.
Might have to just eat me.
I don't want no piece of that. I might just join up. Like, fuck it, man. I'm on y'all side, nigga. I see trends, nigga. This is where the future is going. Let me just jump on this shit. Maybe I could be a leader or something in this gang.
Bit real quick.
Yeah, maybe I could be somebody important, nigga, one of the OGs by the time everybody turned over. Let me just get on with my life. So, yeah, me and my whole family, just get us, nigga. And we gonna go off to the side unbothered, nigga, and just
find us and get it over with.
Nigga, that shit. I don't got time for that shit. Fam, I don't got time. You ever watch that show, Preppers? I had to start watching that shit, fam.
Yeah, because have you ready to go buy a whole
Fam,
bunch of
I had to start watching Preppers because I was like, I need to start prepping. I ain't prepping for nothing. That's the thing about city boys, nigga. Like, we be lacking when it comes to that type of shit.
For none of that shit.
Bro, we say we ain't ready for the race war. We ain't ready for nothing, really. Because the thing is, we all opping with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't. The average white supremacist has an arsenal of weapons, nigga, at their house. And they training to kill your black ass. And niggas are still spinning
kids know how to shoot.
And niggas are still spinning the block on their ops.
400 yards. Kids shoot you from 400 yards away.
Right. I'm just saying, bro, like, society is crazy.
Like I said, zombie apocalypse, man. Just bite me, nigga.
Fam, I don't got time.
Bro, I'm not running for the rest of my life.
I might knock a couple of you niggas off because it's usually easy to knock some of you niggas
right.
off. But after a while, bro, like.
After years of dealing with this?
Yeah, like.
And people
like
trying to kill
type
you?
Shit,
oh, no.
I feel like, nigga, bro, I ain't got time. I'm done, nigga.
At the end, yeah, like, nigga, y'all, yeah.
Because when I watched the movie, I was like, nah, nigga, you could have made it. But made it to what? Like, the fuck this nigga will want? What did he want to live for, nigga? Like.
His dog died. His family gone.
Nigga.
When his dog died, I was so sad.
Like,
nigga,
damn.
That was tough, nigga. You just felt it for that nigga. That's
now you really just talking to yourself.
Now you really alone.
At least with your dog, you could talk to him and like, yeah, so what? It's your dog. We talk to our dogs.
Right.
But nigga, when the dog died, it was like, son, you just really out here about
Hey,
Dolo?
I'm gonna keep it so OG real. I Am Legend. I would have had to smack something.
One of them little, some getting smacked. Because one of you bitches was cute.
The little there's only one chick. It was only him.
Yeah.
The little Mexican chick with her
But
son.
that's the thing, though. You ain't got time to try to smack nothing. What moment can you really just be comfortable like that?
Man, at some point, I'd had to try to. I'd had to try to got that. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna see another female is. Nigga, we might do this.
Nigga, when you go through that type of trauma, nigga, your dick probably don't even work.
I'm gonna find out.
He probably did.
Tell me you wouldn't.
I mean,
if you was just at the end of your rope, you gonna want you one last little.
Oh, definitely before I get to the point where I'm just blowing myself up.
Right. You gonna get your little slip and slide one time.
Yeah.
If you can.
Fam, can you nigga being the only nigga walking down Times Square? If I ever
I'd be scared.
I was about to say
that's scary,
Fam,
nigga. There's so much shit.
Nigga, this is what scared me about the pandemic. Nigga, I seen Times Square empty. Nigga, I'm 30. I just turned 38 years old. I have never seen that visual in my life. What do you mean? Empty?
It's the first time we've ever seen the Strip empty. It's the first time since like JFK's assassination, Disneyland's been closed.
Think about that.
Nigga, like, Disneyland got to be a scary
matter
place
of fact,
closed,
bro, I'm not
nigga.
even gonna lie. When me and Brandon, shout out to Brandon, this nigga Brandon and moved to Hawaii and shit.
Right,
shout out to Brandon. Me and this nigga Santos down on the strip. We always been two rebels without a cause, nigga. So we out there, fuck it, we just paying homage in our mind to the young people. We out there, Black Lives Matter, nigga. It's our struggle too. Mm-hmm. We just wanted to show some support. We out there with some young Antifa dudes and shit. End up getting chased by the cops, nigga. Like, we too old for this shit.
In Reno.
Yeah, so they going in. Like, so we got to make it through the scuffle and all that shit. And, damn, nigga, I forgot why I was even saying this. Well, there we go.
Oh, we're talking about, like, the pandemic shit being dead and desolate on the strip.
We got on the strip, bro. That's what it was. We spin a corner. We're on the strip, bro. It's ass naked.
Not even cars.
And I remember the feeling was kind of like, yeah, because they had it shut off. You couldn't even drive down at the time. Nigga, I remember thinking like, damn, that's spooky. It was like a eerie feeling walking past Caesars, nigga. Just
it reminds you of a movie shoot.
Yeah, cause you could hear the lights, fam.
Yeah. Oh wow, the bear.
Yeah.
You can't ever hear that.
They didn't have no music playing, nothing. Like it was just like damn near. You almost
niggas could have had an old dance party on the middle of the street, right down Las Vegas Boulevard.
Oh, what I said was like, oh nigga, all these niggas that do music, this is the time to come shoot your video, buddy.
That day, yeah.
It was for like a couple nights like that. You could have walked that dog. You could have just backpedaled in the middle of the strip on the street, recording the nigga just walking down like doing this thing, and he would have had one of the hardest videos, cause you never gonna get that visual again. Like nobody can get that.
Oh, it was last time I was in Reno. I gotta edit this video. We got to do we did the arch. We parked the car right in the middle of the street, in front of the arch, and rapped 2 whole songs in front of that bitch. For no cops, no nothing came and fucked with us.
Damn. Yeah, see, that's damn near the same thing.
Think till we do that, when we put that out, they be like, these niggas got the whole.
That's damn near the equivalent.
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna get that space
ever again.
Where it's just like nothing going on.
Like I
there.
caught it right after they had shut it down for some event that happened downtown, dog. I had caught it at that perfect time.
Right,
nigga.
right. That's hard. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing that.
I told niggas like, hey, nigga, turn around, get here, nigga. We ain't got time to talk and argue. Yep. No, nigga, get here, play the song, get out, rap, nigga. Because we don't know PD pulling up. Then as soon as they do, we got to go.
Fast. We was doing that shit in New York, though. I remember we was recording this shit.
In New York.
We was recording this shit. We was niggas was recording some video footage, and I remember the boys pulled up on us, and this is the funny shit. Like I told them, I was like, yeah, man, my friends, man, they ain't from here. I was playing that role, like I'm a New Yorker, them niggas ain't from here. They ain't no better. And so they was like, yeah, okay, but you from here though, nigga. Like, so you black cops, nigga. They was like, nigga, but why you ain't tell them? And I started laughing, and she was just like, mm-hmm. She's like, where y'all live at now? And my nigga said Vegas, and she's like, y'all live in Las Vegas? Like, nigga, they was popping, nigga, and after that, nigga, motherfuckers was in the video. Like, they got in the footage, nigga, like, all right, man, we just need you to hold the camera right here, nigga.
Nigga, tell me go to
kicking it.
Quit being scared. We just go to New York, shoot a video real quick. I'm gonna go to New York this summer and do a video.
I'm down, nigga. I'm going to New York this summer anyways. I'm definitely game. Yeah, man. Summertime is where it's at in the city. It's always something cracking, nigga. Like, you can definitely get some dope footage.
Fucked up part of that is I might never come back. New
York's
been my dream.
You can go set your you definitely go set your foundation to work on getting there.
New York has been my dream, nigga.
Yeah, man, the city is lit. For sure. Always.
Tori make like 180 a year out there.
I know. That's crazy, right? Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd probably make like hundreds of thousands of dollars in New York, nigga.
Yeah, bro, it's way more work for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
musically, just beats, nigga.
Just off beats, from beats to just video, nigga, videographer, all that shit. It's always somebody that needs a videographer in New York. Like, it's niggas that'll pay you.
How many millions of people in New York?
Like 13.
Right.
Fam.
At least 1 million of them rap.
If not more.
Right.
And the thing that's what I was about to tell you, New York is different. You got niggas that's making moves. You got
all the different music.
You got niggas making moves and shit that's documenting moments that'll just have you come video. Like, we can have a videographer just recording us, record this, like, for something. Like, you know what I mean? So
all them law firms.
It's work, bro. Yeah.
Or Wall Street.
It's work, dog. Yeah, it's a lot of work in there. You know what I'm saying? And then shit, all the shows.
I couldn't fuck around, go to New York and get rich real quick.
Nigga, you can fuck around and work for Love and Hip Hop. You never know.
You fuck around and get a job in a weekend while we out there, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, it's the city that don't sleep, bro. It's definitely work. It's money there.
Could you imagine how wild that would be?
It's always hustle.
If we go there and I get a job producing or some shit.
I've definitely gotten offered jobs just being in New York chilling.
I'm just gonna make that call to Tori and them like,
my nigga Chrome, his man's hooked us up with an OG nigga from Brooklyn, nigga that didn't make. That nigga used to work with Hove. That nigga had plaques up and all that shit. He just a nigga that used to know Hove and them. Got some credits on a couple of albums because he brung a rapper or knew a producer or something, nigga, and they get you credits for that. Got a couple plaques on his wall, nigga. That nigga he's like, man, what y'all pay for the eighth on the West Coast, man? I'll just charge y'all that.
$30.
Yeah, and
he
he
was
just
like,
gave it.
"What?"
No, he wasn't tripping. He knew it was like cheaper. He just gave us, and it was the best weed we smoked while we was in the city. Like it was some real blueberry fire.
Them niggas was getting charged for that shit.
Oh, that weed he was
whooping their ass.
He was whipping ass for that. I know for a
was
fact.
$80, nigga.
Fam, first off, the party in the city is so expensive. When to party, like to party. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But
nigga, getting in the club's like $20-$30.
like 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some 100. Like, but then there's those. You know, there's
but
levels.
That $100 club is pop.
Yeah, and it's levels to it though too. It's levels. So like we can get into certain. You know, like when you start going to underground shit and dungeons and you know our crowd. It ain't we good. It ain't nothing like that. I'm just talking about that exclusive shit.
You know I need to.
And I'm talking about niggas doing drugs and partying and shit like that. Like that is expensive.
Oh, see, I just smoke. That's why.
No, I know.
All right.
I know. I'm just saying like that.
Me
shit
and you
is
be all right.
That shit is expensive
weed,
in New York City. Like,
New York just went recreational, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we be all right already.
Oh, that's why I can't wait to go back.
We hella good now,
fam.
nigga.
You know what I mean? Niggas hit me like, hey, bro, you good now? Because they used to trip. My whole niggas used to be tripping on me like, bro,
we're spoiled.
And you know how I give it up, nigga. I'm smoking anywhere.
Yeah.
Before it was recreational, I was lighting up anywhere.
I would too.
So
I'm in New York, nigga. I'm smoking where?
I'm lighting up everywhere, and like it ain't like that there. You can really get pinched. So niggas is like, niggas be looking at me like I'm wild. Like
before it went recreational, I'd be damned if I ain't in Times Square smoking a blunt, Central Park smoke. I'm going.
Yeah,
to
you just
spot smoking. Nigga.
The only thing is, you just better have your head on a swivel, nigga,
yeah.
and you better be able to ready to if you have to, because you can. But yeah, nigga, I feel you. Same thing, same premise. Me too.
Dog. So I found a spot, $3,000 for a week, right out there, but it's the top apartment with the upstairs little patio on the roof.
We're in the city.
Yes. I'm like, nigga, that's worth $3,000. It's a 3-bedroom too.
Yeah, cause look at the content you can shoot in that motherfucker.
Fuck,
we do a podcast in that motherfucker.
Look at the party we finna have in that motherfucker.
Yeah, but nigga, that's gonna come. You don't even want a party with that. You just need a few.
Definitely doing a podcast on the roof.
You just need a few.
We definitely doing a live stream.
You just need a few,
nigga.
Bro. If you see the shit we was staying at, nigga, at Midtown when we was on tour, we was at the W in the penthouse suite. But it was a shorty that lived in the suite above us, and we kept niggas was asking like, "What suite is that, then, nigga? You can't even rent that one." And this motherfucking young chick lived there, nigga. She was from like Albuquerque. Her parents got stupid though. She went to NYU. I think she ended up going to the concert with us, or she was gonna go. Come on, man. What you mean? That's the city, boy. Come on, boy. Look at that shit at night.
Bruh.
With the lights.
Podcast.
Hey, bro, that's the real patio, though. That's patio life.
Podcast
Yeah, we put a
right
grill
there,
out there. I'll bring the projector, nigga, put it on that wall, nigga. What you mean?
Whole podcast.
That's that real New Yiddy life, nigga.
At night, that view.
Yeah, son, that's what it is.
Podcast, right? That's the setup, right?
Yeah.
Let's put this shit right there.
We chilling. Yeah. What's good?
Nigga,
What is good?
We gotta do that, nigga.
I'm down.
Something we have to do this summer.
I'm down, bro. I'm down. We good in Atlanta too. We do for a trip to Atlanta because two of my cousins just moved to Atlanta from Brooklyn, and they was like, "Yeah, y'all need to come out there." They be doing a little events and shit like that, getting it lit, man. All right, let's see what else we got, man. You seen Kevin Hart went in on Joe, right? But then Joe said that since he's seen Kevin Hart go through the same things, instead of just firing back like, "Oh, nigga, you went through this, you went through that," he just called him.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, what's up, nigga?
Bro,
like,
yeah.
help. What did I do wrong? And he said they had a long conversation, and he said he told him like, you was wrong at this point. You shouldn't have did this. You got to make sure you don't do this. You was good here. You was good here. I see what you was trying to do here. And so I just thought that was a good example of black male leadership.
Right.
We always hear about niggas going in and beefing and being remedial.
He made the phone call.
He just called him like, fam, because everything you said wasn't wrong.
Right.
You don't know me.
Right.
And you don't know the situation. But, nigga, I was speaking about your personal life, and I don't know you.
Right.
Or your situation. But we both millionaire celebrities in this entertainment industry, so we can always get each other's number. Mm-hmm. So I just got your number, and I called you. Hey, fam, I'm not mad at what you said, but let me tell you how I'm feeling.
Right.
Nigga, what about this and that? And this and this? And he said, he was like, yeah, but so? Nigga, you the leader. He said that's what it boiled down to. He said Kevin let him get his shit off. Kevin told him where he understood, and it was like, yeah, I feel you, bro. You're like, you're not a bad person. You ain't do nothing wrong, you know. This ain't intentional, like this, and this. And then he told him, you the leader, though.
Right.
So what? Got to make it work.
Yeah.
If they don't understand the nature of their contracts, that's your job. You got to show them that.
Right.
You know, so you got to explain this. And then having the wisdom of knowing, like, hey, when this thing start really getting to where we know it can get to, and we start staffing, bro, we might not deal with that. We might sit down and be like, yo, especially learning from this situation, like, you want to get a staffing agency?
Right.
So they got HR, nigga, they got all that. Like, we don't have to really deal with none of that shit. Like, it's kind of hard to be the cool bosses and the disciplinary and the, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And if we the cool bosses,
niggas ain't gonna try and listen to us anyway.
Right. And how do you come to me with a problem about the bosses?
Right.
If we got another nigga that's our mans that's around,
right,
and they empowered, and it's just like, oh yeah, if you got any issues, nigga, holla at him. But they see us kicking it all the time. We boys, we out the mud together. Would they really feel comfortable coming to tell him or her? Nah. So you need that motherfucker that don't know you, that you don't hang out with, that you didn't build a company with,
right,
to oversee those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense. But like people will say, like Joe and them was often said as well, this podcasting shit is still new.
Right.
Niggas don't even know how to really, they haven't figured out how to formulate our shit yet, which is a good thing. But then those are the things that you got to be careful of. The shit might fuck around and get successful and start yielding asinine amounts of money. And is the infrastructure built to handle that?
Right.
Getting splits, we get an ad for $2,500. It's easy to split that, to bust that down. It's easy to bust that down. We can decide, do we want $500 out of this or $1,000? Put the rest in the account for the business, nigga. Put it back in the pot, right? That should get $2.5 million. It should be just as easy.
Yeah, $1,000,000, 500,000 in the account.
But what happens is now it gets 2.5 million, or it gets to 15, 20 million, and we got 40 people on staff. Right?
We split fucking 15 and we paid $5 million to the rest of the staff.
But
$5 million covers 40 people.
Easy.
So that's easy math to do.
The issue with them. See, okay, no, let me make it more relatable to them. So, okay, now we on our like third big bag. We do this, nigga. That's what we do. We want it to be just as, we don't want to do none of this shit no more. We just want to pull up, talk our shit, leave, right? So we bring on a team of people, maybe like 2 or 3 people, that aren't just regular staff. They're like management. They like,
right.
Where the problem is with their situation is the lines were blurry. So obviously Rory and Maul and Parks got more deference than say Vaughn and, you know, some of the other people that work there, right? They're part of the core. But Joe was the boss.
Right.
And those lines wasn't like
there wasn't strong lines at all. Because Rory and Maul really feel like
after a while
we're
the 3 of us are bosses.
Yeah.
And they're right and they're wrong at the same time.
Yeah, but just because all of you are bosses doesn't mean you're all the same level of boss.
And boss of what?
Right.
You're all the bosses of yourselves.
Right. Yeah, you're not the
boss. But Joe was the boss of this entity, right. This thing, this company. And so when he and you all negotiated your splits, because obviously if you're negotiating splits, obviously, nigga, you don't own it.
Right.
There's no negotiation with me and you with ATS.
Yep.
It's 50-50. What's the negotiation? Now, when me and you own it and we bring 3 people in to help us really do some like very heavy lifting, and they're negotiating deals on our behalf as well, and they're doing things like that. Those are the type of people that after when the bag gets bigger, they want their bag to get bigger.
Right.
And it may have to be that way. It probably should be that way to an extent, but those lines can't be blurry.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So if we decide years later, like, okay, well, these 3, they do good work. They brought us this bag, They're working towards ownership, obviously. Right? But let's take 10% off the top, man, and bust it down 5% each for those 2 people, right?
Right.
We didn't yielded enough out of this. Like, we're tired of being responsible solely for certain things, and the type of things that we're putting on them with the weight of the type of money that's coming in, it yields this type of return, right? And we got a good team. Everything's going good. Boom. We good peoples, right? We ain't greedy. 10%, bust it down, 5% each. Revenue sharing. Like, so if you get a DJ gig or any production deals or videography, anything like that with that that has nothing to do with this, right?
Right.
If I get a speaking engagement, right, or I get something else, I got something going, has nothing to do with this. But if ATS gets offered a bag to do a certain thing or to sign a certain deal, then that's when their 5% kicks in. Same thing with Rory and Maul and them. But again, those lines were thin. And then it comes out. Joe recently said, and this is something I think a lot of people miss, you're the star. You're an artist already. Like, you already got a buzz. You already sold some records. And then we get a deal. You're the A side now.
Right.
Right? So Spotify's like, who the fuck is Akeem Sincere? Nah, he can come to the meeting, but we're dealing with Doc On, right? What I'm going to do? Like, nigga, okay, this is our chance. We're going to get a bag for this. You looking at me like, nigga, don't trip. We good, right? I'm like, we good. We go in there. We get our deal. We mortgage your celebrity
for the deal.
But because it's your celebrity, they pretty much is like, whatever dealings y'all got is cool. If y'all want to bust y'all shit down 50-50 because y'all both started this, that's cool. But
we don't care.
We called Dre.
Right. Yeah.
Like, we don't really even know Akeem's number.
Without Dre, we're not doing it. Right.
Cool. If you want to take what we give you, Dre, this $10 million, and give him $5 million, God bless you. Right? So that's one thing. Well, then, because we're dealing with, said celebrity status, there's going to be certain things that yield to your celebrity that's only for your celebrity.
Right.
It's not an Akeem and Dre scenario. Yeah, Akeem can come sit in the crowd and support you, nigga. Like, you can shout him out even. But we're paying you to do this thing. No matter how big this show gets, now Akeem is getting a little deals and shit. Like, now Akeem a little celebrity, right? No matter how big the show gets, though, that dynamic shouldn't really change.
Right.
But if one is starting to make themselves think that because of longevity, because I've been here, because this is something I've been involved in, when I first came, the shit wasn't that big. Now we didn't all put in the work and made it bigger. I definitely own a piece of this. Ownership of something and owning a piece of revenue profiting sharing and shit like that, two totally different things.
Way totally different
and
things.
if you own something, it still will be different.
Right.
Like, I would want to tell Rory and Maul, like, I'm not an expert, but in my opinion, it seems like, bro, even if, let's say, y'all owned 5% of the podcast, how do you, if the biggest deal that the podcast gets, like that, we get that deal, like I'm saying before, and they only want to deal with you, contractually, everything is dealing with you.
Right.
There's an exclusivity clause because they're trying to start a new podcasting wing, and they don't need you creators going back and forth negotiating through channels of, oh, they offered me this.
Right.
If I can come in knowing what they offered Doc On, and I got more following and more juice than Doc On, I know a price point to set my negotiations at.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more confident. I have leverage. Joe just had to announce, like, yo, I can't contractually show Rory and Maul
what they want to see.
the contract.
Right.
I can't show them the contract. That's illegal. But, and this is where I'm like, bro, Joe's not really wrong in this. My accounting firm, one of the top accounting firms in the country, is what he's saying, right? By law, based on your contracts, I can't show you my contract, but they can show you how much the contract yielded. Now, they won't show you my contract, but it's illegal for them to not give you the facts. And if you still don't believe them, my friends, that I help make millionaires, audit them.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So what I'm realizing is that, oh, you don't want to do the audit because you don't really know, and they've shown you that there's no ill will, but it's blown up. You shot your load already. If you go audit them, if you go audit Joe and it comes back that nigga, he ain't do nothing.
You now have to say you're sorry and all. You have to apologize and all types of shit, nigga.
Some shit you can't apologize for.
Right.
We were friends out the mud, nigga, and you accused me of being a Republican type nigga that got the bag, nigga, and shitted on you.
Right. Yeah, there's no, some shit
Not to mention, you did that right after I launched my network, after turning down allegedly $80 million or some shit like that from Spotify.
Right.
I launched my network. I signed 2 podcasts. And you want to put it out there, nigga, that I'm funny with money? What if I was negotiating with another, like, I don't know, B-list type celebrity that had a little juice to start a podcast on my shit? What if Academics was thinking about fucking with me on my network and bringing his show over here?
He just fucked that up because you're
You think Academics is fucking with that now? Like, nigga, I don't know, bro. Like, and that's an example. Axe his own boss, nigga. He probably wouldn't mind that because he can control his own shit. Like, even if he did, he know he wouldn't be getting screwed.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, somebody else, you know what I mean? What if I'm trying to talk some actor I know into doing a podcast and signing to my network? Some athlete I know that hadn't thought about it, but that's new to it. But that's like, yeah, I might want to get into it, but yeah, I'll fuck with you, Joe. And now they seeing this shit. Yep. Well, damn, that's Rory and Maul too, nigga. That ain't like 2 motherfuckers we don't see on camera. You lived with Maul for over a decade.
Right.
You and Rory been friends for years. Like, you shitting on them. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
That's how it looks. And because you're the celebrity, it's the Joe Budden podcast, right? I always thought it was weird that it moved to the Joe Budden podcast from the name I'll name this podcast later, because even if they decided not to keep the I'll name this podcast later, it was just like, it wasn't just Joe on the podcast. So why would it be called the Joe Budden podcast? Then when you hear Joe Budden podcast, you're like, oh, that must be how they give it up.
Right.
If this shit was called the Akeem Gordon Show and you was on it, you obviously are cool with this shit being called the Akeem Gordon Show and you being on it.
Right.
So then after a while, it was really quickly changed to with Rory and Maul. But after you see these things, you hear the little gripes and shit like that, you can see in hindsight looking back like, oh, okay, I can see where shit wasn't a little bit. But the lesson in all this is you can work with friends. Mm-hmm. Don't let nobody tell you that friends can't start a business together or family can't start a business together. The very people that run our nation and exclude us from all the big money are friends and family. What the rich people say, keep it in the family.
The thing is, too, the motherfuckers got to learn to fight and not take the ball and go home.
That, too. That's one big thing. But niggas got to learn
how. That's on both sides. That's not just Joe.
No.
It's not just Rory. They all got to not.
But this is the thing. And this is what I would say to, like, a Rory or a Maul.
Right.
Particularly a Rory, because he comes from corporate America. Like, fam, if you were at Sony and you had a contract and you were displeased with your contract, like you felt like you deserved more, needed more leverage, you would finish out your contract.
Yep.
And then renegotiate those things with Sony. I think where they both all play themselves is because they let the friendship be the weakness.
Right.
Because the friendship is that, like, oh, normally, because they were still looking at Joe like, nigga, you just a homie. You Joe.
Yeah.
Like, you the same nigga I know that used to be tripping off on pills and wilding and doing wild, stupid shit. But now you want me to, like, be professional and, like, do certain things professionally. Like, sometimes people can't, they're not mad at you. They're just mad that it's you.
Right.
Like, and they don't really understand that. Like, it's not, we're all getting money. See, the thing that, how do they get to a point where, like, fam, if some weird shit happened and we got the $1 million bag, multi-million-dollar bag, and it puts you in some kind of way in more deference than me, if it wasn't humiliating,
right,
degrading in any way, if it was like some shit like, yo, we're gonna use Doc's name, and we're gonna name him as the A Mike.
Never happened.
Right? No, I'm just saying. But these are things that when you sign to a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate.
No, I feel you. But with us, I wouldn't.
Let me finish though. Let me just finish real quick. Keep in mind, we still own our podcast because we know better. We're not giving up that. But if Spotify, Apple, or somebody was saying, yo, we're going to give you an exclusivity deal, pay y'all millions of dollars, but this is kind of how we want to orchestrate it, I personally feel business-wise, they kind of have that right.
I personally would hate the Talkin show as a name.
Well, I'm just using an example. Like, it would, may say it wasn't even that, but I'm just saying.
There would just be no way you could talk me out of Always Talking Shit Show not being the fucking name of it.
Well, yeah, I get that. Just work with me on the example.
With us, it
if
just
it's
don't work because I don't feel like
show with Doc on because you're more popping in some kind of way, right? Or Doc on presents the Always Talking Shit Show, and maybe with Akeem, like with Akeem Sincere, like something like that. That kind of made it seem like I could easily be like, "Whoa, what the fuck you talking about?" No, hold up, we're not doing that, nigga. Like fuck you mean
like
Doc,
James Brown story.
The fuck you mean Doc on presents, nigga? What the fuck did I do when he was presenting it to him? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can get in that bag,
You
right?
can.
And it would be fair.
It would be.
But this is what that right
You
there is
wouldn't let it
emotion.
fuck off $1 million
That's
bag.
that's emotion.
Right.
That's emotion. That's ego. That's wanting to be credited, right? And it's not strategic. Do we still own the IP? Yes. Do we still get complete creative control and woo woo? Yes. Okay, so hold on. When this deal is over, we leave, and this shit could just go right back to Always Talking Shit Show or whatever the fuck we want to do. Yes, technically. Fam, what are we talking about?
Right.
Because the business part, fam, niggas got jobs where they don't call you sir.
No, nigga.
They don't call you sir at your job all the time. Niggas be at work and the motherfucking supervisor's like, hey, I need 3 guys to come over here and do this. Hey, you, and you. Come on, let's go.
Don't know none of y'all names.
And you're not making millions of dollars, fam.
Right.
If it's not going to force the dynamic to change, right? They're not paying you millions and then giving me a couple $100,000.
Right.
Right? What are we talking about?
Right.
Now, if I move to town, like I said the other day, and this is all set up, and you're already moving and grooving 20, 30 episodes in, and you just hit it off like, yo, Kim, I ain't gonna lie, this shit look good on you. Come back next week, nigga. And then we just start rocking from there. What are we talking about?
Right.
When we get to this, I don't care if it's 10 years later. When the bags start getting divvied up, I will never forget that you called me on to do this thing right here, or vice versa. I just really think that, like, some egos got inflated, some jealousy, and then I think Joe is going through a thing that sometimes when you I hate to use this term, fam, but just so to be relative, like the glow up. When you blow up on, not on niggas because them is your boys, and they all been respectful to each other. I can tell they all still love each other and fuck with each other. But if I feel like you potentially, like, shaded me on a couple M's, who am I to tell Rory and Maul not to get your shit off, nigga?
Exactly.
Everybody's gonna get their shit off. Get your shit off, black man, Irish man. But like Joe said, when you shake the tree, my nigga, and you do it in a way of saying all the shit that you showed me to prove that you're not lying, I don't believe you. I don't believe your business manager, who has all our best interests in heart, gets all our deals for all of us. Mm-hmm. I don't believe your accounting agency. And like Joe said, do you think that I'm the fucking client that they go gung-ho over every night? They don't give a fuck about my little fucking contract with them. They don't care about me. Like, they're not cooking the books for Joe Budden, let me tell you that.
Right.
So if you got a company that's saying like, okay, and then when you found a discrepancy, they fixed it with no issue. What's the issue? And so that's what he was saying finally on the last episode today. He was saying like, I just feel like now I'm over it because like, bro, I did everything I can
to show you what it is.
To show you what it is.
Still don't believe
you still don't believe what it is. And then other parties go in, like now you're dealing with just your lawyers and the accounting firm, and they're giving you back the same numbers, and you're just like, no, I don't believe it. You don't believe it. You don't want to believe it.
Right.
But it's easy to see I'm getting millions over here, over here, over here, without the two of you. Mm-hmm. How can you possibly gauge if I'm getting too much money or not? That's like the main thing. We podcast. Fam, what you do with your other companies, what you do. You hit the bag over there. It'd be nice, nigga, if you invested something over here.
Right.
You're not obligated to. And if you did, I don't get to look at you because of that thing over there that you built is so big that it's starting to reap dividends over here, and now we blowing up a little bit over here. Now I'm gonna start questioning, nigga, your hats and shit, nigga,
right.
and your glasses, and your glasses frames, nigga. Like,
got Gucci frames
this
and
nigga
shit
over
now.
here with the Cartiers and shit, nigga, old Detroit ass nigga, like, what? They got another pair of Cartiers,
another Amiri hat, nigga.
Yeah, another Amiri hat. Like, fam, what are we doing? Because if you're getting M's over there,
right,
and over there, and over there, we're getting M's collectively over here, and we're busting it down. So we're all eating. We're all can do what we want. We got toys and shit and jewels and trinkets and shit, right? But, yeah, your shit might be a little more frequent. You might be moving around a little different. You might be doing shit that I might be like, damn, nigga, like, I know how much that costs. Like, you feel me? Because when you all got bread, it's
you
like,
know how, yeah.
You know, niggas, game recognize game. Niggas with money recognize money. Like, you don't got to stunt. They'll know. Like, you see that nigga frames? See that watch? Like, you see that? Have you see that T-shirt he got on?
Nigga eating, nigga.
Nigga, you know what brand that is? Like, niggas recognize it. So what's going on? And to me, Maul's not a hater. Roy's not a hater. That shit sounded like some hater shit. So I'm like, bro, it's gotten toxic. Mm-hmm. It's already gotten toxic. You've already convinced yourself that this nigga done stole money from y'all.
Right. And
you can't prove it. So you're looking for other things to justify it. And then now when you're like stuck with the put up or shut up, and I think where it got messy is that them niggas, like Maul said, was like, oh, we were supposed to not do the pod. See, they thought shit was sweet. Like, oh, we gonna go on this vacation, we gonna get it all together. We want to see the accountant, and he was like, okay, well, that's gonna take about a month. It is. That's how much we getting money over.
Right,
here,
right.
Like, that's gonna take about a month for you to get all that info.
Right.
So we'll come back to pod in a month.
Breach of contract.
But really, that's just with me. And remember, I'm your man's, right? That's just a breach of contract with me. I might not ever sue you on that. But I got to deal with Cash App.
Yep.
I got to deal with Patreon. I have to produce content.
Yep.
Yo, Ice Ish, man, what y'all doing? I need a favor. And then they came on. And because it was a weird thing, everybody, tuned in. They even got some new people in. Oh, nigga, people was already speculating that Rory and Maul got fired. Because it was like, oh, why were they just here talking for them? And then after the second or third episode with them filling in, it was getting awkward. The fans was wondering, like, what the fuck is going on? Where Rory and Maul at?
Right.
So he spoke on it. And then Ish and them let everybody know that, like, no, don't trip. We're not no replacement ass niggas. Rory and Maul are our friends, too. Like, we know these niggas. Like, we're all friends.
Right.
But these are friends stepping in like y'all tripping, and y'all not gonna fuck up $1 million business, fam.
Right.
So if us two got to come in real quick and do the pod, nigga, like until y'all get it figured out, we will. But this pod shit is new. This pod shit is different. They got popping. All of a sudden, their social media is going up, and niggas is like their personality, and niggas like what they say about shit.
But that shit's always see. That's where they shot themselves in the foot. Is like you can be replaced, and anybody can build a fan base on your ass at any time.
Grew up in show business. You have been groomed to always know, no matter how talented I am,
there's
nigga,
somebody to
no
replace me at all times.
I can be replaced as this DJ. I can be like you know that. I'm a former athlete. I know that.
They should know that. Rory and Maul.
A lot of people don't realize that, and this is what happened. This is my assessment of it. The homies Rory and Maul, all right, bet. Because Maul was coming in, allegedly.
Yeah.
He got a call from Rory, and Rory, it sounded like Rory didn't give him the whole info, but whatever, nigga. Okay, you ain't going, I ain't going.
Right.
All right, whatever. Maul's an honorable dude. I see him on that type of time. I ain't going there. All right, well, nigga, now do the show yourself, nigga. And see how popping you are.
Right.
See how you do all, nigga. This is our show, right? Okay. So I bring these niggas in. They're relatable. They're intelligent, well-spoken. Nigga, it works out. They know, more importantly, they know Joe just as much, if not more, than Rory and Maul do. So they can pull from stories. They can pull from when he was an artist and an addict and cheating and going to jail the same way Rory and Maul can. And so it gives the same ambiance. After you get over the fact
Same dynamic.
Same dynamic. Thank you. After you get over the fact that the two homies ain't there.
Right.
You just feel like, oh, he just kicking with the other two homies.
Right.
And so the fans just kind of.
Well, let's be real. Let's go to what podcast as a podcast is. We just got to this form of podcast where you get to see us and do this.
Right.
This ain't been around forever.
Right.
So usually you wouldn't have been affected that much by a host change because we wouldn't have visually seen it.
Thus, you're less connected to them.
Yeah, you get more connected when you see and hear the person. When you
Right.
put a face to a voice, there's your connection.
When you start to learn what they like to wear and their fashion sense. And
right.
you can see,
Facial
I can see
expressions.
Maul wearing that. Like,
right.
Yeah. So, that nigga Maul line, like, you can sell now. Like, so, for a month, they've been filling in, and they were good sports about it. They telling the fans, like, yo, we're not trying to replace you. Nigga, they bringing up the fact this nigga is like, I just talked to Rory the other day. Like, so people started to not feel like they were betraying
their friendship,
their fanship of the two people. Like, I fuck with Rory and Maul, Team Rory and Maul too, nigga. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The fans didn't really feel like they had to choose sides.
Right.
They just watching, like, yo, and it's podcasting, so all this shit turns into good content.
Yeah. And
you getting new followers and new lookers like, man, what's going on over there? Because now the Breakfast Club is talking about this split. There's people that never even watched the Joe Budden podcast. It's like, damn, he fired his niggas on air. Let me hear that. And now they want to know what happened. So they're going back to these episodes in the backdrop. And then when Rory and Maul do it like a damn near 2-hour sit down explaining their side of the story, people running to that, hearing that. Oh, what episode he said that he said that on? Let me go back and listen to that. That's when I was first telling, like, nigga, this podcasting shit is different because once it's out there, it could be 20 years, and you see the dividends for it.
Right.
We could say something last month that somebody know that you said it because they seen it, and then something happened. They'd be like, "Oh, this nigga Dre from the Always Talking Shit podcast said that shit fucking 2 months ago," and he do the clip and put it out, and your shit go viral, nigga. And then people always want to see the source of the viral.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, a video that probably had 100-something clips that got 3,000. 30,000 clips. That's how this shit works with this content shit. And so it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more I look at it, like when I'm looking at all this shit, I'm just like, man, the lesson to all of us young entrepreneurs, to all of us content creators is we cannot take the luxury of what we do for granted. Fam, like we say, take this mic away, take this camera off. Me and you could be doing this on any given day anyway. Mm-hmm. Having this same conversation the exact way. Right? But we got to make sure we stay cognitive of, like, I'm not talking to us, but to the cult, actually us too. Always got to remind yourself that it's business. When you hear Joe, you could tell he like eats, sleeps, and shits like podcasting, the business. Like this is what he's on. Like this is his new thing. He treats this like his music career, and he hustles it that way. He gets it out. With Rory and them, I just felt like, man, like it's starting to read like y'all hit some shit off, nigga. It got big. Y'all got bread, and this is not nothing that y'all really like thought of yourself as doing. So you can see it. Like Rory kind of is trying to like use the, okay, I'm hot doing a podcast and shit. Got a little notoriety. I really want to executive produce, nigga. Let me get into this, nigga. Produce this album. I got this group, nigga. I'm trying to put them out. I have one of the hottest festivals, nigga, and parties in the country called Duce Palooza. I'm doing that. Whereas Maul, cool dude, kind of like a modern day Renaissance man. Very unique lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When Maul say he's done, I really believe it, nigga. I think he's like, nigga, I'm straight. I don't want to do this shit no more. I don't want to sit on the couch with that nigga no more.
You don't really got no reason to have to.
Exactly. And so I look at it like that as a fan of what they was doing. I'm like, man, it's one of the few breakups, if you would.
That might be official.
Where everyone is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as the show going on, the newer heights and things like that, one can look at it and be like, damn, that sucks. That sucks. Like I know Rory and Maul, like, probably wish they would have been there. But I think they might have gotten out of podcasting all that they ever wanted, and even then some of podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Even in their response, I mean, I'm being honest, it doesn't seem like those two dudes was hurt. Them brothers wasn't hurting. It didn't seem like they was sour and like just, these niggas is talking about millions and millions of dollars.
Right.
Like, they're not talking millions of dollars made. You know what I'm saying? So there's no loser. It goes back to what Kwame Brown was saying. Like, nigga, if I'm rich,
how'd I lose?
And I ain't never worked before.
How am I a loser?
And all I did was play a game that I love for 12 years. Because I'm not as good as you thought I was going to be, I'm the loser. And you go to work every day. It's just perspective, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people feel bad for Rory and Maul because Joe is an easy target, like you were saying. It's easy to paint him as the bad guy. He screams a lot.
Right.
But I think that it was some misinformation given or lack of communication, or I hate to say this word, it sounds like some envy even kind of crept up in there. If Joe was the nigga that wasn't fly, he wasn't the fly guy in y'all crew. And if you listen to the podcast, they tease him about that. A long time, they teased him about how he dressed.
Right.
And he wasn't tripping. He was like, yeah, nigga, you know I can't dress. Maul be picking out my outfits. And now I can just go have a
fashion
designer stuff,
yeah,
professional stylist that I like, and she styled me. That's when niggas start commenting on your Amiri hats. That's when niggas like will equate what you're wearing now to the way you're acting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying son is hating. I'm just saying that like this is human shit. Especially, even Joe said this. Especially if you feel as if I stole money, I'm hiding or ducking or being shady with money.
Or if you feel that you deserve as much as me.
Now, at their word, they keep saying that they understand and they don't feel like that. But in their actions, it's saying that like, no, well, if you feel like this nigga has deference, son, if this IP, if the IP was just mine, nigga, you're not doing nothing with it.
Exactly, there's nothing I can do about it.
Fam, do you understand nobody can do nothing with our IP? Like, I was explaining this shit to my sister. I was like, nigga, do you know you can give me and Dre whatever you want. But I don't give a fuck, nigga. If 3 people come work with us, they take us to new heights, nigga, is popping. Okay, well, we'll bust some money down and make sure you're compensated.
That's it.
But ownership of this right here, never.
You can make
Why
some money.
would we?
You can make some money off of it, but you ain't partners with none of this shit.
So you can lease this bitch.
Right, yeah.
Like, what you want to do?
But this shit is ours, yeah.
Nigga, we got this shit out the mud and the pandemic broke.
Right. Yeah, ain't nobody can own any of this.
What are you talking about? And so it's like, and people don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all this shit is new. They don't understand that, like, to you, that's just a laptop. Oh, that's just an email. Oh, that's just a.
I mean,
a
another
page.
good example is like if we get popping and everything, and then we sign a third person, right? And they come in here and feel like they deserve the
Equal.
same share as us. Like, no,
Just
nigga.
because the bag is big.
Right, no,
like, oh,
nigga.
we about to get 50 M's,
this ain't
nigga.
thirds.
Whoa.
We're not splitting this in
What do you
thirds.
mean?
You're gonna get about 10%, and we busting down this other 90.
You gonna be straight, nigga.
Right.
Don't trip. You gonna be
and
good.
we busting
Like,
down this other 90, nigga. Like you can't. You're not.
and
You can't
not
just
even
come
the splits.
in here,
not
bro.
Even just splits. Let me touch on this real quick because it's important. It's the information.
Right.
Hey, it's the information. No, you can't get the data. Because I don't give a fuck how good of a salesman you are at Foot Locker.
Right.
You're not getting the accountant.
No, not at all. You just came into a good
You're
situation.
not getting the data. They're not telling you where they're getting money from and where they're allocating it to.
All you gonna get told is enjoy this paycheck and sit here and enjoy the ride that we're on.
Hey, and working for certain corporations, the higher up you go, that's when the NDAs come in. Like, hey, that's when the, hey, yo, bro, like, we paying you this much, nigga, but
you can't
will
go
never tell nobody.
Right.
You will never tell nobody. Now, the fucked up thing is, look, I'm a young black man. I'm in corporate America. I could be cynical and say, hey, they don't want me to tell nobody because they probably underpaying me because I'm black. Or they could be overpaying me because I got a dick and I'm not a female.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't know. And that's the thing. Like, and these things are serious because if it gets out that you leak this information, there's hell to pay.
Sued.
And like he said, Son's just been going on a tirade for damn near the last, 6-7 months on Spotify since they got out the deal.
Who?
Joe Budden. He's been killing Spotify.
Yeah, because he's
and
not
now
under the
you want him
NDA
to put
anymore.
himself in a situation. He does.
Hmm.
Only as it pertains to his contract, though.
Oh, okay.
That's the hiccup.
Right.
Joe can't show Rory and Maul
The contract because of the NDA.
but he can tell them what the contract is.
Right.
And if you don't want to take his word for it, the third party
The accountant.
is the accounting firm
right.
that's saying this is your percentage based on what was brung in from Spotify.
Right.
They're saying like, nope, we think the number was higher.
Well, that's the
So
funny
it's
thing
like,
is like
okay,
just because you think motherfucker
okay, that's
don't
fine.
mean shit.
Well, go hire another accounting firm to do the numbers. Okay, your lawyers is talking all this shit. But like, well, where's the court date? For you to come out and do an explanation video and be like, oh, well, I'm not suing. I'm not going to court with my mans. What's the difference between going to court with your man and auditing him?
Right.
What's the difference between taking your man to court and basically telling him, nigga, I think you lying and I think you stole money from me?
It's nothing.
It's the
You're
same
still
shit.
calling the nigga a liar.
If you go about it professionally and not accuse him like, yo, Joe, I don't think they got the numbers right. I think something's wrong. I don't think you did nothing wrong.
Right.
But we taking their ass to court.
Yeah, then it doesn't look like you're going to Joe.
Fam,
You look like
then
you're
you
going
can
at
do
the
that
accounting
shit.
firm.
You can still come to work every day and honor your contract, not leave me hanging.
Right.
You could not have half my fan base thinking that they're disloyal to me
Right.
by watching the show still because they fucked with y'all.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of ways to handle this, nigga, like, without insulting me and making me feel. Because now what? Now what? You go to court, you find out this nigga ain't stole no money from you, and they both admitted that they found out in this inquiry that they were actually overpaid. You find all this out.
No apologies.
No. Fuck an apology. What can you say?
Nothing.
Because
You're
the whole
fucked.
premise of
That's
this
it.
show and the dynamic is y'all my mans.
Yeah,
That-
you
that-
just showed me
we're,
that.
We're
yeah.
bigger than a bag.
You just
nigga.
showed me that
that
you
we're
ain't
not
my
that
man.
we're not this industry fugazi shit that we gonna hold each other down and we solid and we really like each other, fam. But like now, what we supposed to just go back to the show in 2 months and then
Well,
y'all do a quick apology?
here's
like,
a- here's a-
that nigga Joe ain't robbing.
Here's a fucked up thing I'm about to say about it. Rory's white, so it's up his alley. It's like in his blood to do shit like that.
Parks is there. See,
Fucked up, but I feel like Parks is more nigga than Rory is.
but
Because Parks is the engineer, right?
yeah,
Like, he's like world renowned
right.
producer engineer.
Rory right out of Queens, nigga.
Yeah, that's true. Rory is
Parks
a
is
nigga.
from fucking Buffalo, Elmira, or some shit like that.
Buffalo's rough now, though.
But Elmira, like he's from like, but
He's not.
and even when he was, it's not even
We're talking
about that.
about Parks.
I'm saying
no.
stereotypically, the white boy from upstate is supposed to not get it.
Right. That's real.
Not the kid from
Queens.
the city. Excuse me.
About to
The
choke,
city.
nigga?
Yeah, man.
Shit sour on that ass, huh? That little dust hit you in the mouth. Pause.
Yeah, I was about to say something. That's a whole pause, though. But it's less about them at this point. I'm speaking more about business dealings, communication.
You
know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. We've all been taught that you can't always do business with your friends. Because this is exactly what money does to a friendship.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think it's the money that did it. I really think it's the lack of communication and the feeling of disrespect. Like, oh, you don't do me like this? And it's the feeling of like, I don't trust you. And I've grown over 3 years, because it's been going on for 3 years,
Right.
a resentment, not only towards you, but towards this whole shit. So I come in late. I come in, and I'm on camera, and I'm on my phone. Oftentimes, this nigga Joe, they'll be talking, and be like, yo, what's up, Ma? What you think about it?
This nigga don't even paying no attention to it, huh?
Ain't like, man, it's whatever, B. It's cool. Like, I start seeing that change in him a little bit. Like, Maul ain't fucking with Joe right now.
Not at all.
And I started noticing it. Like, Maul don't seem like he fucking with Joe right now. Rory, for like 3-4 episodes, offered this nigga his hands. Like, yeah, but we can fight though. And it never sounded like a joke.
Rory told Maul this or told Joe?
And finally, like,
the nigga said we could fight though.
Several times. And then finally, like, or he would just bring up, like, fighting him.
Fighting Joe.
So finally, nigga, Joe kind of got it like, yo.
You ain't gonna quit that.
Like, what's up, nigga?
Yeah,
like,
you ain't gonna keep just offering me your hands, nigga.
And then it turns out that this is all animosity. So when I sell my house in Jersey, I go buy a new house. Were you happy for me? When you came to the house the whole morning? Like, what's going on? When I got my teeth fixed, were you thinking that I used your money to do so? Right. Like, it's just it's a place that I think that a lot of people don't want to admit, but it's an easy place to be in. The lesson isn't that you can't work with your friends or do business with friends and family. The lesson is that when you do business with friends and family, you must be uber professional, even more so than when you're doing business with strangers. Because those gray areas are real.
Right.
The fact that a nigga would never go into his office and call his superior a bitch, but because you're frustrated and mad at your boy who's your boss, or you're doing business with, oh, you bitch ass nigga. It's little shit like that. Like, and I guess he announced some changes. Like, they are going to hire an HR firm and bring in some management and shit like that. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Fair to Rory and Maul, if we're in that situation and we have the same manager you use to get you record deals, nigga, and book shows,
right,
to run our podcast, I might be looking at both of you niggas like y'all on a slant.
A little bit. A little bit, right?
Oh, y'all both got new cars this month, huh?
Where my new car at?
Damn, man, you got a new watch too?
And new house?
Okay.
Niggas been private jetting all month.
Oh, then Parks, you just gonna up and buy a house, huh? Parks, you been fucking with Joe. Y'all been getting money together since music. And you been fucking with Joe since music. Like, How we know y'all ain't on the get back? Y'all got robbed a couple times in the industry. How we know y'all ain't turned robber? You feel me? And if the friendship is getting kind of funny, yeah, I don't know. If we kick it every day, all the time, we kick it, you know, not every day, but a lot throughout the weeks and shit like that. We always kicking it, and now we only chill during podcasts, doing recording.
That's an indication.
If when we first start getting this money together, we was booking trips together, and now you just like, yeah, I'm going to Jamaica next week. Oh damn, who you going with, a shorty? Nah, just some homies, dolo.
I ain't get the invite.
And then it's a comment like that, like, damn, man, we ain't get no invite. And then you move on. But when you realize that there's some tension there, like, oh, okay. I mean, them niggas, so obviously, millions of dollars made, likeness, all that type of shit. These niggas are gonna all land on their feet and be fine. But years later, niggas might look back and be like, damn.
I could have got hella more M's off that.
Right. Right. Because, trust me, my nigga, having a platinum selling artist, nigga, would help.
Oh, we'd be famous, right?
Would help with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got the bag.
Just for driving in the numbers. But it's just something to think about, man. Don't let no one discourage you from business and doing business with your friends and family. That's not the way. But you got to treat a business like a business. Have meetings, man. Talk about shit. Be honest. Be open. And then, man, the number one golden rules, man. Don't be counting another man's pockets. And you always get what you negotiate. And if you don't like what you got,
it means you didn't negotiate the right way.
And when it's time to renegotiate, get their ass. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I ain't got nothing else really, bro. There's nothing I need to.
That was a long ass fucking segment.
I mean, I was just trying to carry some time. I think we was chilling. Free Palestine.
Fuck Israel.
And LeBron is the GOAT, man. Stop playing. It's time
LeBron's
to stop playing.
not the GOAT.
Who's the GOAT?
Rick Smits.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I was tripping. About my nigga Rick.
You fucking forgot about Rick
Big
from the
Rick.
Pacers,
Rick
nigga?
was a baller, though.
He
was. I don't care what nobody say. Hey,
Rick was hard.
Real quick. Let's just talk about. Let's just go through the list of some of the like underrated white ballers from back in the day, like Dan Marley,
Rick Smith, Dan Marley, Delta Scrimp.
Douglas Front was a baller.
Petrovic because he wasn't in the league.
Rest
long
in peace.
enough.
Who else was nice?
Steve Kerr.
No,
Mark Price.
Yeah, Steve Kerr. Mike Price was nice. Mark Price was nice.
Jason Williams.
White chocolate nigga. He's black
Kidd.
though. Jason Kidd is black.
Oh yeah, he's half breed. He's just hella light. Steve Nash. Nigga, Lambeer, nigga. Motherfucking Bill Lambeer, nigga.
Somebody I'm thinking about, I can't think of his name.
Sean Bradley was decent. I mean, you had to play Shaq every night. There's not much you could have did. In that era of Shaq,
He played in the worst era for like
for big man, because you
Yeah.
had one nigga who was killing all you niggas. Nobody had nothing for Shaq except Ben Wallace, nigga.
what's his name? Oh yeah, Brent Berry had a couple years.
Brent Berry. Chris Mullins.
John Berry and them. More so Brent.
Chris Mullins.
Chris Mullin was nice.
Nah, he wasn't underrated. Chris Mullins was nice.
Yeah, that nigga was nice.
Stupid ass military cut. I hated his haircut. I couldn't
The
stand
little high top.
that. Oh my god, I couldn't stand that shit.
Why did Chris have that? Maybe from Brooklyn too.
I don't know what was wrong with your man. Christian Leitner. Underrated.
Christian Leitner was alright. He wasn't.
I just think he had too much.
It.
He had too much hype coming from college.
He would be way more. He would have been way more appreciated if he didn't have all that hype coming out of college. Because he definitely was on some.
Nigga. JJ Redick.
Yeah, my nigga was lottery pick.
Massively underrated.
JJ is nice.
That's all I can think of right now.
Chris Dunleavy. Or was it Mike Dunleavy? Mike Dunleavy Jr.?
Mm-hmm. Bill Walton.
Bill Walton was nice for a few years, too. When he was younger.
Injuries. Just like yourself.
Damn, I'm watching this video. I'm going to send it to you. It's a digitally enhanced clip of this nigga, Oscar Robertson, Bill Russell. Son. All my life, I've been making fun of older niggas. Like, oh, them old niggas, man, they wasn't moving like, they wasn't, fam. Them old niggas might have a point, dog. I seen this nigga Bill Russell. The only thing that fucked it up is the talent that he playing against. Like, you know, it was a racist world, so it was a majority white American white league. So the talent wasn't gonna be up to that high. Like, but look, nigga, he grabs the board, jump up, snatch that shit with one hand, bam, like LeBron or something. Ah. Old school Ben Wallace and them, nigga. Ah. You know the snatch?
Mm-hmm.
He snatch it. Hit a little in and out. Take like 2 or 3 dribbles, nigga, like the longest, fastest dribbles I ever seen in my life, and just takes off like from the damn near like a little bit in front of the free throw line. Nah, I don't even think dunking was legal in the league then.
Oh,
that nigga came up, went in between 2 dudes, and then came back up and finger rolled that shit, nigga, perfectly. I was like, bro. Bill Russell might have definitely been able to play in today's league. Like, nigga, because there's niggas that can't do that shit right now.
Right.
With Air Maxes on and shit like that. Nigga,
That
nigga was in Chucks, bro.
Or Keds.
He was in one of them.
In Chucks or Keds.
Low tops. I was like, you's a bad boy, man. I'm a believer. I'm going to send it to you. It's going to fuck you up, man. It damn near just like the nigga that shot my nigga Mo 3, man. That nigga fast as hell.
I think I watched that video.
Fam, just read the comments. A lot of people, of course, oh, that's sad, rest in peace. It's hella niggas on the comments like,
fuck nigga fast.
Like, damn, this nigga's fast. Like, did you see how fast the nigga was running? Like,
alright, fuck it. It's about that time.
It's crazy. I'm ready, man.
It's about that time. It's about that time.
That's episode 45.
That's episode 45 in the book. And that was another episode of the Always Talking Shit Show. I am your host, Talkin.
And I'm your boy, Kim Sincere.
And as usual, it's fuck you, fuck your family, but fuck you how you feel, motherfucker.
New Always Talking Shit Show.